heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine.
I like to check and see if the table's a mimic.
Is the wine a mimic?
I'm joking. Let's not do that.
Along the panels along the wall are hung, various maps, sea charts. There's also some racks, shelves, cabinets with hundreds of just like rolled up maps and charts. Place is practically a cartographer's library.
Nice. Ooh.
Person is seated. Yes,
Ooh.
Captain Kanye here. When you walk in. When you walk into the
my
room,
mast up.
I'm only at half mast. Anyways, when you walk into the room, you see a person seated in, really comfortable looking overstuffed chair near the fire. Like this is a chair. You can't discern their gender because really the only thing that emerges from under a heavy blanket is just their head, and there's this hood over the head, and they've got a mask on it. They also have a very dry, raspy voice. I'm not going to try and enact because I like my throat.
Oh, Ed.
Oh, Ed. That's it. Perfect. Keep going.
As you walk in, they turn to you and say,
"Help yourselves to some wine and seek yourselves friends."
Oh, Mr. Palpatine. How nice to see you again.
I hope I can call you friends.
I politely take a drink and sit down.
Yeah, I'll take a drink and have a seat.
I'll grab a bottle.
I'll just sit.
Bottle.
I'm not going to trust any liquid right now.
Yeah, I'll just sit as well.
And very impolitely put my feet up on the table as well.
Wow, okay.
I don't.
Starting as we mean to continue. God, I can't keep going with the Jewish woman voice.
Oh dear.
That's religionist dist.
Thank you again for accepting my invitation. Well, some of you, anyways. I don't know who the rest of you are, but I trust you come in good faith to the ads I've put out. Reading. Loading.
Buffering.
We hit the first loading screen.
I study everyone intently.
I've invited a few of you here. The rest of you I'm not familiar with. Perhaps a round of introductions are in order?
Well, Barbarian will go first, I suppose. I am Iomair, the Barbarian, bear killer extraordinaire.
Yes.
Dead, I can kill it.
Yes, Iomair, you've gained some fame across the lands, haven't you?
I think so.
It's quite a party, I hear.
There was lots of wine, and people started acting funny after consuming it. I don't know what was going on there, but
Fair enough.
I'll take my boots off the table, stand up, and give a very exaggerated and needlessly arm gesturing and a very deep low bow. Talin Bristol at your service, me lord.
Yes, Talin. How are your parents these days?
They're still dead.
Oh.
Or missing at least. Since we last spoke. But thanks for bringing that one up.
I'm sorry to hear that. You have my sympathies.
Yeah, thanks. Well, we owed you a favour, so thought I might as well, do it.
Right.
Just take my seat again and pop my feet back up on the table, uncork a new bottle of wine, look around expectantly.
Second fucking bottle.
I look over at him and tell him, "You need to be careful with that. I've seen what happens when you drink too much."
I mean, that's when the fun starts, but come on.
I don't think falling downstairs is very fun.
Not at the time. That's a problem for future me to worry about, not present me.
I like to.
Yes, I would suggest against consuming too much. We have much to do.
I will take off my hat and bow deeply, trying not to spill my wine. Captain Kanye, at your service.
Captain Kanye, Scourge of the Western Seas, they call
I
it.
can't take that name seriously.
I hear there's some treasures to be had in this.
Indeed, and if you should help me with my request, you will find plenty.
Ooh.
Now that I am on board with as well.
Mm-hmm. I take a swig of the bottle and put my hat back on.
That is a nice hat.
As long as it's profitable, I am in.
I'd like to attempt to discern their gender.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Damn it.
It's not going to be a very high
I have to
DC.
roll for this? What?
What the hell?
You have to roll for everything you want to do. Where the fuck have you been?
Have you played D&D?
Are you familiar with the concept of a role-playing game?
That's why they call it role playing. You have to roll for everything.
Yeah, God.
You have to roll to play.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, the first roll. Nice.
Yeah, with that hood up and the mask on, this massive blanket all around him, you really can't tell.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the pirate.
Like even listening to her talk, you just can't.
Her, eh?
Listen to her.
Yeah, so
Got him!
You tricksy motherfucker.
surprise, Indra is female.
Well, maybe the DC wasn't that high after all.
Well, anyway,
It's less
I
than
can't
a
tell.
10.
Binnabi Belon at your service, my lord.
Binnabi.
Like how everyone's going with the at your service, my lord, now.
And what brings you to my table, Binnabi?
Well, I'm a collector of stories, and this curse has fascinated me. Just wanted to see what types of folks might answer such an ad, and looking around, I think this is a good place for a storyteller like me to be. But I'm not
Yes.
entirely useless. I shake my crossbow around.
Yes. God's willing, you'll have plenty to tell once this is over.
Hopefully a happy ending.
Or nothing.
Sorry. Happy
Do enjoy happy endings. Someone else is supposed to introduce themselves now.
Arkaidos, go next.
Remember that thing where I was with the rest of the party? Or
I actually just realized I forgot to ask. Did you still want to merge in later on, or
Yeah, I'll do
My
it later.
immersion.
Yeah, I'll do it later.
I'm not gonna say no, but just fair warning. There's a chance that means you just won't be here the first session or two.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, fair enough.
So Arkaidos isn't here.
Yeah, we have no Arkaidos right
Yeah,
now.
it really didn't make sense for me to be part of a major city, so
Cool.
So I will meet up with you guys later.
Okay. So I stand up and bow. Saving the best for last, of course. I'm Empathy. I'm a paladin and a scholar.
Empathy, yes. I'm glad you decided to answer my invitation. I feel your knowledge will be most useful in this endeavor.
It is my pleasure, of course.
We're just letting that best for last slide here.
Oh, don't
She
worry. I've
conveniently
already
ignores
got her in
that.
my sights.
Alright, got it.
Well, plus technically I'm the last, so
Syndra conveniently ignores that. Syndra will remember that. Well, I am saving the best for last indeed. I am Syndra Sylvain. I was an adventurer like yourself many, many moons ago. I have since retired to pursue a much less exciting life as a merchant.
You took an arrow to the knee?
I did not, actually. I took several to the face once, but that's a story for another time.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Oh, damn. Fucking, you want some ointment for that burn? Holy shit.
I have no tech.
The reason I called you here, and the reason the rest of you have answered, presumably, is I'm sure you've heard of the death curse sweeping across the lands, perhaps the entire world.
I think I played with that band before.
I'm,
Death Curse.
I'm sure you have. Regardless, I seek to eliminate the cause of this death curse, not only because it is, well, it's a really bad thing. it also has affected myself, quite frankly.
Go on.
I have visited many of the local and remote clerics and priesthoods, and they simply seem to have nothing to offer. Over the last few weeks, I've been doing some research, you see, and I believe the cause of this death curse is an artifact called the Soulmonger. According to my sources, it resides somewhere in the land of Chult.
Quite a
Any
distance
more?
away.
Quite a distance, and I'm
Yeah.
certainly prepared to help transport you there if you are to accept.
Oh,
I,
got a ship. I can bring us over.
I
Better
can
than walking.
certainly do one better than that. Your ship will not be necessary, though. The offer is appreciated.
Suit yourself.
I have also, over the past few weeks, assembled everything known, pretty much in any public realm, about the current state of Chult into a single map. If you accept this quest, I will provide it to you free of charge.
So that's our payment then, a map.
Well, there's, of course, much treasure to be found in Chult, if you believe the rumors.
And do you?
Well, I've certainly been around, and I would...
Oh, I bet you have.
So there's a lot of treasure there, it's been told.
Got him.
You are certainly welcome to any that you may find. I do not seek any of it.
Well, sign my stupid ass up then. Treasure and glory's all good with me.
Treasures
Quite.
and maps. I will take.
Okay then, and she... hold on, loading.
Buffering.
I tried, I've been trying to... I have like a whole sheet of handouts, and I tried to just spit the first page out, and it's pretty much potato quality, so give me one moment.
You tried so hard.
She hands
you.
you a map, though all you see is a loading bar.
Damn. It's got illusory script on it. We have to like translate it. Fine.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. There we are. The map suddenly becomes a map from a loading bar.
Oh my god.
It's in Discord.
Oh my
You
Jesus
can
Christ, it's
upload them
huge.
to Roll20 and right-click them and hand them out.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
How many games have you had in Roll20? You don't know how to use the damn thing yet?
I haven't run a game in Roll20, sir.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I
Sad.
didn't know that.
Yeah, you can do that in the journal.
I don't know anything.
Fair. Well, you're getting
Well-
it on Discord.
Yay.
I'll figure the details out later.
Oh, it looks like a bunch of honeycomb.
Oh, it looks like a very nice. It's a little known fact that Chult, even in the wilds, is based on a hex grid.
God, who is that speaking? Jesus.
I don't even know.
Okay.
Did you say a little gnome fact?
I'm gonna poke at the pirate.
So the idea is that Chult has this Soulmonger artifact. Causing
Correct.
Okay.
And you know what? While I'm at it here,
Made out of hexagons. What is this?
all of Chult is made out of hexagons.
Oh damn. Sweet. That's a lot of fog of war.
That is a lot of fog of war. So just quick note, I ended up painting in the fog of war on an actual map of Chult in Roll20, but if you look at the one I sent you in Discord, it has things labeled that you won't see because fog of war. So
Yeah.
keep that handy.
Okay.
Feel free to take your time studying the map. I will arrange for transport once you are ready to leave.
Scanning.
Mr. DM, I have a question.
Yes, what, that, yes.
Okay.
How far is Chult away from where we are at the moment?
You know, it doesn't actually tell me.
You will tell me in exact meters and centimeters.
You are
150
at
million kilometers.
You are at latitude. Hold on, I'm gonna get like a 30-digit number here.
Yeah.
I'll say you're in a rather nice villa in Neverwinter.
Oh, okay.
That's
So-
anything.
Quite a distance.
Yeah, on the Sword Coast, so Chult is like
It's
a
certainly
peninsula, isn't it?
you're certainly not day tripping to Chult. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, each hex is 10 miles, we figured out, didn't we? Yeah, on the bottom there.
Well, even then, Chult is pretty much halfway across the entire world.
Yeah. Alright. Cool.
Please take your time.
Please, God, take your time while I read through this next bit of the book.
Oh no, I'm ready whenever you are.
Presumably,
We
we'd be
are
going
at the
to
point.
Portents.
We are at the point of the game where you need to click the button confirming that you cannot come back.
So, hold on. Where are we going? Where are we starting off here?
You will begin your adventure. When you are ready, I will transport us to the Port Nianzaru in Chult, the only major city in the peninsula.
Now, you say when you're ready, you'll transport us. Are we talking by boat or like, flashy spells? Yeah.
She wiggles her fingers. Sparks come out.
Oh.
From the looks
Well,
of
then.
things, you better use that swiftly.
Oh my
Indeed.
god. Savage.
Well, she very obviously said that this curse is going to be affecting her, so who knows when curse is going to come for her, and she's going to be a pile of dust in the chair.
Speaking of which, how is the curse affecting you?
The curse affects me as it does everyone by simply causing us to slowly waste and rot away until we die once more.
I don't think
Yeah, she
I'm
took-
rotting, except on the inside.
She took bolts in the face, and I'm pretty sure that's not a non-fatal thing to happen to humans, or whatever she may be.
It depends what context it's in,
Clearly, you have
People-
not seen the Norns of the North.
The Norns.
I mean, people can survive things going through their head.
Well, she did say multiple bolts. Usually
Personally-
one will do it, but I
Well, I did, in all fairness, tell you I've died once.
And what is the contingency plan if we succeed and we come back and you are no longer with us? Cannot hand out the treasure.
We are getting the treasure ourselves, aren't we? I mean,
The treasure you will find. Fuck me.
I thought there was some kind of reward for this from you.
Yes, I did forget to mention that, didn't I? Among any treasures you might find in Chult, which again you are welcome to keep for your own uses,
Will do.
should you succeed, I will allow you an item from my personal collection.
Without having
It's in
to
your
make it-
personal collection before we go along agreeing to potentially unknown rewards other than spooky mystery rewards.
The personal collection of my previous life as an adventurer.
Well,
You could just have a bunch of +1 longswords for all we know.
+1 longswords are still worth a fair amount.
That's
As
quite
for
good.
me, it doesn't particularly matter. I'm impressed either way.
I mean, I'm going to do it either way. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the killing.
I'm not here for the money, but I want to know all about the money.
It's a nice bonus because you can get things that make you kill better with money.
I mean, I'm here.
I
for the
assure
money.
you, my collection includes items better than a simple masterwork longsword.
I agree with the little guy. I am also here for the money and partly the glory as well, but mainly the money. So I'm good with this.
One second.
Okay.
Mr. DM.
Yes, sir.
How are we rolling for our HP?
Oh my god.
Level 1, you just take the max.
Yeah, you said the max.
Okay,
yeah.
sounds good.
I thought you were joking. I thought you'd done your character sheet already. Fuck.
No.
There's a reason I didn't have a great GPA in college.
Jesus. I think there's many reasons you didn't have a good GPA in college, but yeah, this would be one of them. at
But it's
least.
not because I'm not intelligent now, it's just because I do.
Stupid biased education system.
Yeah, education system.
Bad test taker.
It's because
No,
the professors were bad. It was all their fault.
So, anything else we need to know before we head on out?
I have told you all that I know, unfortunately.
Do we get an MMO character? Oh,
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the hurricane that flooded.
Yeah,
through.
there's a hurricane suddenly. It was weird.
do we get an MON type character? Oh,
Oh, what now?
oh my god. Have you never played Baldur's Gate?
No.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Your
Cultured
references are lost
swine.
tonight, sir. Well, and let's head on out.
Well, if you are ready to go, then you see her stand up out of the chair, and she begins to draw little sigils in the air, and then says, "Oh, I apologize. I forgot one more thing." Reaches under the table for 6 small pouches and hands one to each of you. It contains 50 gold apiece.
Ooh,
Bankroll.
nice.
How many,
For your expenses prior to your adventure.
how many
Thank you
bottles
very
of wine
much.
were in this room again? How many bottles of wine were in this room again?
Well, I don't think she was expecting alcoholics, so probably just like 2, maybe 3 on the table.
Okay.
1d4 bottles of wine.
1d4 bottles of wine, yes.
Can I
Take one down, pass it around. Or minus 1 bottle.
Can I try and like stash a bottle under my coat sneakily?
Yeah, I mean, she's just not going to stop you.
Sweet, then I will stash a bottle under my coat non-sneakily.
Good. Good. So she hands you the gold, 50 apiece, and she begins casting her spell again, and hand-waving things around a bit because reasons. You are instantly teleported to Chult.
Hey.
Actions are-
That is a cat.
Yes, that is a cat.
Syndra has become a loading bar.
Man, this is like Dragon Age. Jesus, just so many loading screens.
Okay.
Dude,
So
SSD.
Syndra casts her spell of teleportation, and you find yourself transported to a tropical city under the blazing sun. Familiar sounds of a harbor, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across the cobblestones. A lot of it probably very familiar to Captain Kanye.
Kind of just rubbing his nipples right now.
Jesus Christ.
These sounds mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language you've never heard before, just filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songy words that make it sound almost musical, really.
I can show you the way.
Another way.
God.
Show you the way.
In addition, the aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharfside smells of fish, tar, and canvas.
Oh, lovely.
Beyond all that, Port Nyanzaru is an explosion of color. Beyond buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange, and salmon pink, their walls adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers, or is draped in leafy, flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform in the street corners. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. A crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes races past you, squealing in delighted terror as a street performer costumed as a giant lizard stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing.
I like
Port
these people.
Nyanzaru, my kind of town.
Welcome to Port Nyanzaru.
I would like to try to find a shop to spend the gold in.
Immediately.
We need supplies!
That's true.
Before you do that, Syndra takes a moment to catch her breath and then says,
Oh,
So-
she came with us.
Oh,
She did.
I was not expecting that.
She did. In addition, she says, "Welcome to Port, welcome to Chult, specifically Port Nyanzaru. I would suggest you first take care of your lodgings. You can go to the Thundering Lizard if you're looking for a exciting time, or you can go to Kayla's House of Repose if you would actually like a good night's rest."
Thunder and Lizard it is.
Oh, you gentlemen seem like a thundering lizard type of group.
You know us so
Myself,
well.
I will be staying with one of the merchant princes in Port Nyanzaru, Wakanga Otamu. If you should need me, I will be there.
Any reason we can't, stay with in the Merchant Prince Palace?
Because there's not enough rooms. Also, he doesn't know you.
Yes, and we're also lower class from them.
Quite. This is
Fair.
Port Nyanzaru. It is ruled by a ruling class of 6 merchant princes, each of whom controls their own subset of the trade, and they do not trust lightly.
What did she say the prince she was with was called?
She will be staying with, let me look it up so I can get you a spelling, but Wakanga Otamu.
Oh my god. Wukanga
Because I actually have to look.
Mr.
Wukong
Otaku.
Otaku.
I actually have to look
Otaku,
up the
yeah.
spelling, so 1 moment.
I'm just going to write him down as Prince Otaku.
Prince
Prince Otaku Weeaboo.
Yeah. Prince Otaku Weeaboo, yeah. Prince.
There you are. Actually, I could probably just put that in Roll20, couldn't I?
Yeah, makes sense.
There you are.
Cool.
And with that, she departs.
Oh, bye.
Wow,
Fuck.
that curse did not take long to work.
No.
I mean, unless you guys wanted to stick around, she's just going to head off.
That's right. We'll do her a Viking funeral. We'll just push her out on one of the boats. Earn it. Be fine.
So, let me change over to... Yeah. Since I have that map.
What is this? A town for ants? God damn.
Absolutely. Look, I had to work with what I had there.
Oh
So-
my god, it's sideways.
Ah!
How will we cope? So I assume we're down
So you
the
have
harbour
specifically...
area.
You have specifically been teleported to right here.
Where's
Right next to the Harbor Master's office, funny enough.
Oh my god, the city's tiny. That's 3 foot.
I don't think it's to scale.
Before
It
she
is-
died,
It is definitely not scale.
did she tell us which way the inns were?
The inns are going to be...
You don't actually have to tell me like on the map and things. I just want to know if we know where to go.
Yeah, the inns I can tell you are going to be in the Market Ward.
Alright.
So
Yeah,
down
we
towards the
should,
south. Where you are right now is actually the... You're right, very near the Harbor Master's office. And in fact, you can actually see the board where they post various notices and such.
Can we have a quick look at the board before we shoot off? Maybe some, sort of side quest, quote unquote, that we can pick up.
Very
Yeah,
wise. sir.
because that would not be cliche at
That
all.
would not be meta or cliche, no.
Not cliche at all.
Thank you.
If you see my name on the board, just
Tear it down.
Just ignore it.
So on the board itself, you see a number of notices. One area in particular seems to be reserved for what they call wilderness guides. You notice that out of the several that are normally there, only 2 of them are available at the moment. Both can be found at the inn, either of the inns you choose to go to.
Wow, they're omnipresent. That's
They are
amazing.
omnipresent, yes. I mean, when work's hard, man, you got to make it work.
Yeah, of course.
You also see a couple other notices. You see one, looking for bounties for various pirates and things.
Any pirates in particular?
No, not Captain Kanye, funny enough.
Damn.
Yeah,
Right.
damn.
The various little odds and ends of the common folk, lost cat, that kind of thing. There's also something on there about dinosaur races. You see them advertising a dinosaur race set to start this afternoon, as it stands.
How
Rigged.
convenient.
Is that our chocobo breeding minigame for this?
Yes.
That may be your chocobo breeding minigame, and of course, on part of that notice, you see the top half. The bottom half is ripped off. You still see enough to know when it's going to take place and where you should go. But below that, you see scrawled on a scrap of parchment. Yeah, fuck this. The real fun's in Old City.
Okay. Where's Old City?
It is actually in the upper left corner.
Oh, there, I see. Oh my god, that's that sulfurous crater up there.
Yeah, there's just a couple stains on that bit of parchment. You're not entirely sure what they are.
Looks like a
Ooh.
teenager's blemish.
Alright, can I rip the 2 traveller thingy, the 2 guide things off there as well?
Sure.
Take those with.
Roll a strength check.
Hold on. I need to give you a couple things here.
There you go.
Really?
Take the entire notice board down as well.
Take the right.
Just drag it with us. We might need this.
We
for
might
information.
need this.
Hoarding a notice board. Fuck.
You, Patty, as I find these to send you in Roll20.
Oh.
Now I have a couple of these.
a couple of what?
I sent them to you in Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Okay,
Sorry.
that's all right. It's all good. Oh my god! Right. Okay.
Turns out they were just basically, little business cards slash
They're
ad
flyers. Yeah.
flyers.
Oh my god, that dwarf looks beautiful.
Well,
I mean,
guess I know what Patty's into.
Great.
yeah, man. I've got to go with a dwarf. That Scottish accent. Oh, lovely.
Obviously.
I
Right.
bet you're a hip man. That's what's going on there. All about him.
Better to breathe.
Those dwarvish hips. It's the
Those,
beard that gets me.
Those childbearing dwarvish hips.
Yeah. Gentlemen, milady, shall we make our way to the nearest establishment?
Well, we better get a room first before I spend all the money on things that we need.
True enough.
Would be wise.
That's why we're not going to do it. Let's go get wasted.
I'm all right with that.
All right, let's head out, shall we, to old Market Ward?
All right, so where are you guys going specifically?
I don't remember the names.
I guess we'll try and find the thundering wizard thing.
The Thundering Wizard.
Thundering wizard, yeah.
He's not thundering, he's a fog machine.
Yes.
I'll be right back in a moment.
Okay. Take your time.
Try to go silent.
You're a well-oiled machine. This is
Correct.
perfect.
That's what they call me when I get lubed up.
So you make it to the market ward, right about there.
We did it, guys.
Two ends are. You head to the Thundering Lizard, and sure enough, through, well, crap, I just forgot. Syndra, thank you. Per Syndra's description, there's not a whole lot happening right now. I mean, it is still, kind of mid-late morning, but you can still see people passed out with warm, half-full mugs of ale in front of them.
Wonderful.
The sailor's town.
Barkeep behind the counter just, well, you're not sure what he's doing. You never generally see people polishing wooden flagons.
Oh, is that a euphemism? He's polishing his wood.
He's polishing his flagon, yes.
Yeah.
Flagon is flagon.
Flogging the old flagon.
I was half expecting Kanye to go steal all the mugs that were.
I'm a pirate.
So you're at the Thundering Lizard. Not a whole lot happening right now. Just looks like a bunch of passed out people who are going to have one hell of a hangover in an hour.
Nice.
A couple random patrons eating breakfast. And one very gruff-looking half-orc behind the counter.
Well, shall we go and acquire some lodgings?
Indeed.
Right.
Half-orc looks at you, he's like, what can I get you?
Whatever they're having. And I'll point at the guys who were just passed out on the table.
What if they didn't have? Reaches behind the counter, pulls out a flagon of ale and hands it to you.
Nice. Pay for it and need some lodgings. Not sure how long for, but what do you got?
Well, we got rooms with beds. And they have doors on them, most of them.
Wow, classy place, damn. Wow.
Yeah, but like the second best in town.
Hey, why is he doing like this now? Hey, he's a friggin' overweight.
Are the rooms without doors any cheaper?
No.
What a ripoff.
How much?
So, 5 silver a night.
Yeah, I'll give 5 silver for my room.
Is this per person? Or for
Per
all
room.
How many people can a room accommodate?
Um,
Gotta save money.
Define accommodate.
I'll say there's a couple rooms that have, like 3 or 4 bunks in them. So
Well, I don't
probably
technically need a bunk, so I can just stand.
you could all sleep with like just 2 rooms.
I will take my own room, thank you very much.
Okay.
5 silver, sir.
So
Nobody else has a room. That's it. Just me.
Everyone just
You guys don't do that stuff.
Well, apparently there's 4 of us left after Patty.
yeah, they have a couple larger rooms that you could fit into. So I mean, bare minimum would be like 2 rooms, but Patty wants his own room because he's a prick.
An asshole, yeah.
Could 4 people fit in one room or no?
4 is the max.
I mean, if we get a room without a door, I'll just stand in the doorway.
You'll be the door.
You will be the door.
Works for me. I'm small.
You like curl up on the end of the bed like a dog. Yeah, all good.
Christ's sake. All right,
Okay.
so you get your he takes your silver and hands you the keys to what is it? 3 rooms.
Is it 100 silver to a gold, or is it 10
It
silver?
is
to a
10
gold?
silver to a gold.
10 silver to a gold.
Cool.
Okay,
So you get the
I
keys to
pay
your rooms.
5. Just FYI, I pay for 1 room.
Yeah, I'll pay for 1 room. You're all that cheap.
I will pay for the remaining room for the rest of us, unless any.
Oh, look, a character sheet. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well done,
Okay.
Vince.
So we've got 3 rooms. Patty and who was the other one? Got their own.
You've got 3 rooms, all of them conveniently adjacent to one another.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
Cool.
Oh, you have your lodgings.
Okay, I'm going to go to the market ward and try to search out a place that might have some potions.
That's
Yeah,
the plan.
sure. That's not too hard to find. I mean, you can port.
Hello?
God.
Hello?
Hello.
What is happening?
Yeah, you won't have too much trouble finding someone who will sell you potions in Port Nunzaro.
And what
I'll
are
go
potions
with-
going to cost here, just in case they're not the price in the book?
MSRP, yeah.
I think they are in general MSRP, but let me double check that. There are
What's
some
MSRP
weird
for the
exceptions.
potion again?
Manufacturer suggested retail price.
I know. I mean the value. Yeah.
What? You said
What is
what's
the
MSRP?
value in the
It's
book?
50 gold for a standard healing potion.
So I was
Jesus.
wrong. You do some searching around. You talk to one of the merchants. He's like, yes, I have many potions here. Basically quotes you a price of the common stuff is 80 gold. The uncommon stuff is 300.
We cannot afford that yet.
Well then, so to procure a potion of healing,
It's a bit of a
which
rip-off.
where I come from is typically around 50 gold, but unfortunately I cannot afford it here, sir. So
I am
Agree with you.
sorry. I am sorry to hear that.
He's gone suddenly racist.
Oh.
Oh no.
Where exactly are these potions manufactured that their prices has been drummed up so high?
Oh, we don't have many people capable of brewing potions or casting magic here, so we have to import many of them from abroad.
You know, I tell you what, I'm a sailor, and I may be able to, secure some supply lines if you give us a bit of a discount.
He thinks about this for a moment.
Nice.
And I give him a wry smile, give him the, kind of flash my pirate tattoos.
Yeah.
Start stripping and flashing.
You're just flexing in the middle of the street.
Just smiling at him and flashing.
As I said, I can procure at a discount, to you. You won't have to pay market value.
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
Yay.
Is it a bluff or a persuade?
Persuade.
Persuasion.
Unless you're lying.
Deception.
What?
Or
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be
deception.
I
Anything you
wouldn't
do
lie.
deception.
Persuasion. That's +5, so
Here comes the 1.
there we go.
Oh.
Hey.
He thinks this over for a moment. He says, "All right, I'll if you can secure me a supply line, I will lower my price to 50 gold apiece."
all right, I take out my the sack of gold that she just gave us, and I plop it on the counter.
Oh, well, we can't I can't do this yet. I've never met you folks. I don't know if I can trust you. I need to see some proof first.
Oh, you can.
He's
trust
proof.
us.
I need you to actually deliver on your promise before I'm willing to give you anything.
Well, I'm not going to go out to sea right now.
Jesus, what the fuck is happening? Did someone just
We have
die?
potion.
I'll
half potion.
a half potion. I'll tell you what. How about 65 gold as a gesture of goodwill?
I'll put up the 50 if somebody else puts up the 15.
Sorry about that. I had to break up a dogfight.
Oh.
I'll
Oh
put
yeah,
up
I
the
forgot the
15.
corgis multiplied.
There's planes dogfighting over the port there. Yeah. All right, I'll front the 15.
Okay.
15.
All right, you get what was that? A potion of healing.
Potion of healing. I purchased one prior to leaving, by the way, with my starting gold.
Same. Same. All right, so we've got one more at
Good
least.
to know.
Who
Thank
does
you
not
for
have
your
a
business,
potion of healing?
gentlemen. Thank you for your business, gentlemen. And he looks at Captain Kanye specifically and says, I look forward to continued cooperation.
His name's Captain Kanye, by the way, in case you try to think about it.
Selling him out.
I'm chaotic good. What do you want to do about it?
What do you want to do about it,
Yes,
Yeah.
Captain Kanye. I think I've heard rumors about you, but they sound ridiculous, quite frankly.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
I mean, he does look pretty ridiculous.
Something about how you fought a kraken with your bare hands.
He's got
Oh,
bare
yeah.
hands.
Those are just
Yes,
lies.
Yes, you
A
also
bear?
have, I can
Where's a
also
bear?
see you don't have bare hands.
Yes, those are lies. I used my daggers. Only simple
you
things
got your-
fight with their bare hands.
Okay, I ask who here does not have a potion of healing yet.
Oh, that would be
I do not. I mean, I have healing abilities anyway.
Well, then I'm going to skip on you, because
Oh,
this
thanks.
needs to be to somebody that cannot heal themselves in a dire situation.
Probably to Captain Kanye then.
yes.
All right.
Captain Kanye.
Captain Kanye, arr.
Captain Carnegie.
Captain Kermit.
All right.
Captain Carnegie of the Black Sea.
Any sort of other interesting looking shops around? with anything?
Actually, just to clarify, can you use lay on hands on yourself?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, you can touch yourself, so.
Oh.
I'll touch
Goes without saying, really.
I figured. I just wanted to be sure it worded a little ambiguously.
Yeah. So, any more sort of interesting shops around or anything?
Not anything really out of the ordinary per se. Not that would be functionally out of the ordinary, anyways. You do see some among some of the food vendors. You see, various fruits and treats that you've really never seen in Faerun before. But as far as equipment and such, you do see a couple weapon vendors selling this. It almost looks like a spear, but instead of a pointed tip, it's like a long blade down the side of it.
Oh shit! Can I have a look at that and have a little inspection of it?
Sure. You walk over to the stall. The vendor greets you. Basically explains that is. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. A Yikalwa.
Yeah, sure. That's. I'm assuming you are as well.
Yeah, it is. It's in short, a simple melee weapon does 1d8 slashing damage.
Is it finesse?
It is not finesse.
Then I will walk away.
It is just a straight, simple melee weapon.
It's not two-handed or anything?
Nah.
It's poop.
Yeah. I have a great axe. I don't need.
I have
Other
my
than that,
cutting
I mean,
wit.
Other than that, you see the standard array of you don't see anything that stands out, but it is rather impressive how they managed to get this wide of an array of things in one small area.
Are there any great hammers?
They got like the mundane stuff that.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
You'd
Yeah, I'm
find
not going to
more
be able to
hammers.
afford anything magic anyway.
Yeah, pretty much anything you can find in weapons, armors, equipments, etc. in the player's handbook, you can manage to find around here.
Cool. Well, we got dinosaur races, or we got the old town. So, what are we looking at before we head out here?
No.
Well, let's go see what's going on at Old
Yeah.
City. See what
Those
kind
dinosaur
of...
races are rigged, anyways.
What's a dinosaur? Are those anything like a bear?
Yeah, except not at all.
Not furry.
Bit
Not
scaly,
furry.
I hear.
I look confused.
Good. We should probably think about how we're actually going to get some information about this place, because we can't just go blunder into the jungle without doing anything. One of those guys at those taverns that we were looking at.
Sorry? Oh,
The
the
wilderness guides.
yeah, the wilderness guides, basically from the Harbor Masters Board. I probably should have mentioned this, but you sussed out that it's customary for adventurers seeking to strike out into the jungles of Chult to hire a guide to basically make sure they don't get hopelessly lost.
Let's do that.
Oh yeah, I should probably
or
say
die horribly.
Yeah, since only I got those in Discord, I should probably let people know. There's 2 different
Yeah,
guides there.
I gave those to you because I didn't know if you'd want to.
Yeah, I'll read them out. So one of them is a.
If you want to just hand them out, I'll paste them in the Discord chat too. But...
Yeah, go on then. I'll show them around instead.
Alright. Find that folder again.
Well, I looked at it. One of them charges 5 gold a day and requires a 30-day payment up front. So we're going to need to get some gold, regardless. Oh, both of them require 5 golds a day and 30-day payment up front. So we're going to need some serious gold.
Well, we're the only 2 idiots that have spent gold so far, so...
Have fun, guys. Go ahead and spend away. There's got to be a way around it to get some gold somewhere, though. Maybe the dinosaur races.
Yeah, one of them... Basically, you have the 2 cards for Azaka Stormfang and Hugh Hackenstone.
Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner, yes.
We got Hefner in the jungle.
Again, you can run into the both of them whenever you head into your inn for the night, but...
Cool.
Yeah,
I'd be happy to put up some money that I made.
Looking at that, Hugh expects 5 gold with a 30-day up front. Same with Azaka, but she has a side quest that she's willing to take in exchange.
Yeah. I'm all about them side quests.
Yeah, I'm all about doing stuff for free.
Well, I mean,
The side quest sounds like a better one.
If it's a side quest, it means you don't have to pay her. So there's that.
So you guys are headed up to the old city?
I guess so.
I'll go up to the little wart up there.
Go to the wart.
Little wart up there.
The smoking wart.
No,
That sounds like a good name for a pub.
Smoking wart, yes.
Smoking wart.
Also
give me
like to
one
listen
second. Is there
around for something
numbers
like-
or something I can paste here? Letters, something. 1 minute.
Yeah, you can.
You just see if there's any fight clubs or arenas or some such that would earn money.
Let me just. There we are. You know what? Just for sake of things. And boop. Oh shit! That's in GM layer. I don't want that there.
Good job.
See a bee.
We're under attack by giant bees.
Just to
Bees.
keep track of the shit you're finding around here because there's a ton of it. So yeah, B refers to the notice you found. It refers to where the dinosaur races are eventually going to organize. A is just some random shit in Old City.
I love random shit.
So as you're heading towards the Old City, you hear, as you're passing towards, this little area right here, the little warehouses, the warehouse district, as you will. You hear a bit of a commotion going on off towards the side. Sounds like someone, or a few someone's arguing with each other. And as you continue walking by, it continues sounding like it gets more and more heated.
Lover squirrel.
I'll investigate.
Yeah,
I'll investigate as well.
All right. So as you come into view of the warehouse district here, you see what looks like a sailor of some shore, basically just arguing with a few of the local dock workers. And by the time you get there, it's gotten to the point where he's starting to get up in their face and shove them around a bit.
Whoa! What's going on here? What's the problem?
Yeah. Do we know what they're arguing about? Do we hear any of that?
It's like there's no point of any violence if there's no money to be involved. Let's calm down now.
This lout won't get my ship into dock. I got places to be.
Is there room in the dock?
Sure, sir. We're getting people through as quick as you can, but you have to wait your turn.
Did you pay the dock fees?
Yeah, I paid good money to be in here too.
What? I paid him out.
Yeah, basically the way the docks work is you see like right about here is the inlet. Basically, the various ships will come up. They'll get there and get up to there, and that'll be towed. Right around. Basically, just be towed right around to wherever the hell their warehouse is, and then they exit from there. So it can during busy times it can get very crowded and backed up. And sure enough, there are a couple ships just kind of moored waiting.
Well, sir, if ships are in the way, we can't exactly push through them. They're tangible. It doesn't work like that.
Oh, you don't understand. I paid good money to be here, and I got places to be.
Well, so do those other people that are in there getting their ships all fucked up.
Oh, but they're not me.
Well,
This is
very good
intangible
point.
logic.
And I think the dockmasters are quite pleased that they are not you.
Got him.
Yeah.
Like, are we
Slow
trying
roast.
to de-escalate or escalate here?
Escalate, of
Well,
course.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to fucking talk some sense into him. It's like, what can you do? I mean, if you want the ships gone, go help them get the other ships out of the way.
I could cast dissonant whispers on him and make him run away.
Well, that's classified as an attack.
Listen, you lot better get my ship into dock so I can get out of here. There's gonna be trouble, all right?
Would you pay the special dock fee that helps escalate the?
Oh,
the
nice.
matters?
There's a special dock fee. Dock
Yeah.
workers just shake their heads no.
There is now.
They repealed
gosh.
dock
Yeah,
neutrality.
a little bit of a tip.
Sir, there's no special dock fee. It's just first come first serve.
Oh.
Is there anything we can do to speed up the other ships that are currently in the way?
Why are we trying to speed up the ships here?
I want something to do.
Okay. I mean, we had a plan. We were going somewhere to get something.
Well,
I don't want them to go faster. I want them out.
Well, you could always
And you
burn
lot
it.
can either help make that happen, or you can go fuck off.
It does seem nice.
I'd like to try to intimidate him into backing down. Well, by casting
Oh my God.
thaumaturgy and making my eyes glow white, and then shouting at him like, "Stand down and wait your turn."
Okay, what is that?
Thaumaturgy is a cantrip.
Yeah, but I mean, making me look it up now. Is it just
Yeah,
intimidation? Is it just straight intimidation?
Yeah. Thaumaturgy just
I
makes it
figure.
more
I mean,
fun,
I don't know if you want to give me a bonus for casting thaumaturgy.
You.
Historically, Captain Kanye did not enjoy when Tragic tried that.
I don't know if you want to give me advantage. I guess you could.
Yeah, go ahead and make a intimidation.
Okay. Any bonus to it from the
Still
display?
fishing
Or...
for it.
I'm
Nah,
just
just
asking. No,
straight.
just straight intimidate.
Just straight intimidation.
Okay, 22.
Hey.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at your eyes glow white, and you see his face go from anger to, a little tinge of fear. He's like, all right, just hurry it up, would you? Walks off.
Okay. Problem solved.
I'm going to talk to the dockmaster and ask if there's anything going on that's causing the backup, or if it's just
Yeah, it looks like the dockmaster's actually not here right now, and
or whoever that guy was yelling at.
The dock
He was
worker.
yelling at a few of the dock workers, basically.
Well,
Basically
what the hell
telling
are
them
they
to hurry
supposed
the
to
hell up. Yeah, exactly right. No, the dock workers just kind of head off as well, and you hear him kind of muttering something about how this wouldn't have happened if the dockmaster were here. And
Oh.
Well, where the hell is he?
I don't know. He has an office, doesn't he?
Oh, he's probably
Well,
drunk.
let's go to the. I'm going to go to the office and see what the hell's going on there.
All right. Flip halfway back through the book again. David, I'm starting to see what you said when you mentioned that the organization here is terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty great, isn't it?
It's great. Maybe I should upload like some fucking elevator music here.
Yeah, mate. Have a tequila song would be great.
Yeah. Okay, so you're heading back to the harbor master's office.
Yep. Curious to see what's going on.
You see, just as he's starting to head out, a gold half-dragon named Zindar.
A half dragon.
A half-dragon, and he does appear to be the harbor master.
Ooh, shiny.
Which half is dragon?
The left half.
Oh. Just his head and his feet. The dragon.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop him or talk to him or some such.
Yes, shit, what voice should I use for this one?
Use a lizard voice.
That's just the Jewish
Can I help you?
That's racist.
Oh god, it's the Jewish woman again.
He greets you as you flag him down. It's like, is there something I can do for you?
Well, it seems there's a backup of things going on here, and I've also heard some mutterings on the dock, kind of saying that they're lacking some leadership. And from my point of view, the leadership would be you.
You are correct, unfortunately. I spend most of my time down at the docks helping guide the ships in and out. I had to run back to answer a call, unfortunately, but I was actually headed back there right now. Why did something go on?
Sorry, to answer a call.
There is, yeah.
Yes, we have magical telephones, Pat.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
These calls are collect, man. They're expensive.
Yeah, shit, sorry, my bad.
Well, there was a little bit of an altercation. Seems that your dock is backed up severely right now. Well, maybe not severely,
Yes,
but it's backed up enough that you had angry people yelling at your poor workers that can't do anything about it.
Yes, I'll have to go and take care of that. It tends to be a little busy around this time, but I find things get done quicker while I'm there.
I hate when my dock gets backed up.
Well, yes, thank you for letting me know. Has the problem been dealt with?
Well,
guards.
We had a guy go all shiny and yell at the intruder, well, the angry little man.
Excuse me, I am not a guy.
You have two large penises on your head. You can't tell me you're not a guy.
Exactly, he has two on his head, not one on his.
I'm going to rewrite a few stories.
Okay, anyway.
He's not a guy, but he's a dickhead.
Did you see what he looked like by chance?
Well, I'm very bad at that because all living things look the same to me, except you. You're very shiny.
Yes, quite. That comes with being half dragon.
I am. Is there anything that you would need assistance with? Because I am looking to make some coin for my journey into the jungle.
No, I think we have enough people for now, but I do appreciate you running off those louts. I'll head back at once and take care of this.
Okay.
And he does. He does.
Most civilized barbarian ever.
Most civilized barbarian ever. Shit, there was actually. I'm forgetting something here.
Well, we can always create some trouble and make the dock even more backed up. That'd be a way to get some gold.
Yeah, right.
Which character is Hamtaro again?
Yeah, he thanks you and heads off towards the docks.
I'm Iomair. Barbarian, Warforged. Yep.
And so polite.
I'm just trying to be a good construct.
So he heads off. Congratulations, you have resolved a combat encounter through not combat.
Yay!
Yay.
We're all level 5.
I have to give you fucking XP for that.
I fucking hate that. Players creatively resolving conflicts. Fuck.
How dare the barbarian not rage immediately and murder hobo everything?
Yeah. Right?
I'm glad I took Intimidate as
so
the best skill.
He heads out. Do you guys continue heading towards the old city? You gonna do something else? Or?
Yes, let's look at the old city.
Old city sounds good.
Iomair said.
You see another little.
Looking to make some coin, but it's worth a shot, I guess.
No, we could have
Always ways to make coin. Don't you worry.
Could have exploited the dock workers and set up our own custom desk to.
Yeah,
I was on board for that.
I'm not going to penalize creativity here. So, let's see.
If a construct could squint,
If a construct could squint.
Because you said exploit.
Look, it's not like I'm going to take a pickaxe to your face and then melt you down into swords.
It's not exploiting, it's creative use of the local
It's
environment.
reappropriation.
Right? Exactly.
It's dishonesty.
Reappropriate. Somebody go exploit the elves. They steal your soul if they look at your eyes.
All right, so you guys head to the old city, and sure enough, it looks like there's some kind of commotion. Thankfully, a lot less violent this time. You head through the gates to the old city, and you see a bunch of people gathered around this. It's a pretty long pit, about good 40 feet wide, 200 feet long, several feet deep, and yeah, you just see a bunch of people gathered around it, a bunch of people shouting, and some other people at the far end, their wrists bound behind them, and just standing there looking around like something bad's about to happen.
It's just some dudes digging a trench. It's fine.
I don't.
Well, no, the trench is already there.
Yeah, what's in the trench?
What the hell's going on here?
Well, nothing's in the trench. As you continue heading towards it, you see you start to intermingle with the crowd, and you overhear that there's some of them taking bets and making and taking bets, and you see the four folks who were there. You see their wrists be unbound as they're pushed into the pit, and
oh shit.
On the other side, the far side from them, you see a few ropes dangling over the edge.
Is this some form of local justice? What do you all make of this?
Me.
Well, this is kind of a weird fighter's pit, so there's got to be something else going on.
Oh, I don't think it's
an
a
obstacle course.
You see, there's a bookie walking around, taking bets, asking people. He eventually gets to you guys. Sirs, are you interested in betting on this fine event on this day?
I'm interested in knowing what the event is.
Yes.
Oh, you don't look like you're around here, so I guess you've never heard of this. It is a tradition for some of our worst criminals to be placed into the pit on the opposite end of this side. If they can run to the other end, climb up the rope, and out, they are free to go, their crimes forgiven.
What's the catch?
They must do so through a pit of hungry beasts.
Oh.
What kind of beast?
It is
I'm intrigued.
bets. As you ask that, you see some cages being wheeled over by a couple of laborers. You see several cages of velociraptors, an allosaurus, and for good measure, a couple jaguars.
Sorry, an allosaurus. That's a bit big.
I think that's what it is.
It's a baby Allosaurus.
So, who wants to run in the pit for gold?
Yeah, allosaurus.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, we don't expect you to run in the pit unless you want. We certainly won't. We'll certainly be happy to oblige you in that. The bets are for who will survive, and things such as who will survive, and which of these beasties behind me will rack up kills the most.
Question: What are the crimes that these folk have committed?
I'm not sure. They don't share that information with me. I'm just here to take the bets. Now, are you interested?
Yeah, what's the buy-in?
What's the odds?
The odds are simple. You wager the money and we pay it out 1 for 1.
I bet the Allosaurus will get one.
Is it on a per kill basis? Like if we bet on the Allosaur, do we get our gold back?
Oh, the sky's the limit. You can bet on which of these prisoners will escape, which of them will. You can bet that a prisoner will escape. You can bet that they will not escape. You can bet that this fine specimen back here, he points at the Allosaurus, will get a certain number of kills. It's really up to you. The sky's the limit.
Did we get a good look at the prisoners that were being pushed in there? Any of them look, particularly rotund by any chance?
You do see one that looks like he's. You can clearly tell they've been cooped up for a while in less than ideal conditions, but you do see one that's a little less thinned out than the others.
Does he look muscular or?
Looks reasonably fit, but
What I'm asking is, which one looks slowest?
Yeah, you see one that seems a little less thinned out than the others. Seems not particularly muscular. Seems like he's had a pretty easy life up until now.
5 gold on the fat one, not escaping.
All right, 5 gold. He notes it down in his book.
I'll take. Which one is there one that looks like he's spry?
Guys, this is absolutely barbaric.
Oh yes, that's a good point.
Well, they're criminals.
Says the barbarian. Yeah, you see one. You see one that's looks like he's kind of. He looks like he hasn't eaten much for a while, but he also seems, pretty thin, spry.
I'll put 3 gold on the hungry-looking one.
3 gold. Notes it down.
Hungry looking one.
I'll put 5 gold on the large one making it out.
Guys, this is barbaric. I'm in.
Well, if
When in
he's going to
Rome.
make it out, it might be helpful because it looks like they're going to be running outside the city. Or are they just going to be free if they get to the
All
other
they
end?
have to do is reach the ropes and climb their way out. And he points to the far end of the pit, where you can see some ropes dangling over the edge.
So this is the far end.
No, it's actually going to be
This is the
right.
far end.
This is the pit right here.
Right by the A.
Oh, that
Right,
pit.
yeah.
Okay, I thought it was in this thing.
No,
Okay.
no, that is a dump.
There is a
There's a garbage
crevice
dump.
right by the a-hole. Yes.
That is
right.
a garbage dump, and in fact, it kind of catches your attention out of the corner of your eye. You see someone just kind of walking around it, and then they slip, they fall in, and soon you hear blood curdling screams and the tearing of limbs.
Is it a Wilhelm scream?
It is a Wilhelm scream, yes.
Nice.
All right, if that's all, and he starts to walk away if no one stops him.
Okay, I'm going to go to the far end of the pit. That way I can watch them run towards me.
All right.
That's like
Alright.
a weird power fantasy.
You watch
I'll,
you watch the caged animals get wheeled over to right around the midsection of the pit, and
I'll push a bit closer as well so I can watch what's going on.
fair enough. And so you see them wheeling the animals over to the far side of the pit, and eventually they just lower them in one by one, and then they open the cages, and as it were, they're off to the races.
Heyo.
One thing.
I should cast sleep on the fat guy. Fuck.
Cast sleep on- Yeah, you see the animals get out of the cage, and the second they do, there's a bunch of people. There's like 4 people at the end of it running for their lives, just sheer terror in their faces, and there's a bunch of angry carnivores running at them, just hungry.
My kind of fun.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Nothing like a bit of blood sport. Get the afternoon going.
Absolutely. So pretty early on, that first guy, the one who looked a little more rotund, he manages to somehow impressively make it past that massive Allosaurus, but then he just gets tripped up on one of the Velociraptors, and yeah, he's not doing so good after then.
You hear those screams? That's a sound of money.
The couple of the other ones that no one bothered to bet on actually managed to run past that, take advantage of their little bloodlust there, but they got caught up by one of the jaguars later on.
Oh my god, the jaguar as well. Jesus.
And then
And none of these
one-
monsters are attacking each other.
Hmm?
None of these critters are attacking each other. They don't.
No,
give a shit about each other.
funny enough. Strange how that works.
They've been socialized to each other.
Yeah.
Although once the Velociraptors finish off with that first guy, they do seem to turn their attention back to the jaguar. That third guy, the one that Kanye bet on, is just booking it down there, and in typical Michael Bay movie fashion, there is an Allosaurus just right on, just running for him, and
Rolling.
he manages to get to the ropes and takes a nasty gash to his leg as he tries to get up, but he does manage to climb out of the pit.
Oh, he's better than the hungry
no.
ones.
I give the guy that just exited the pit one of my rations.
He takes it and he's winded and just in shock, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened, but he still manages to squeeze out like a. You think it's a thank you.
What's he squeezing out?
Can I
Sorry.
can I try? You said his leg got gashed.
Yeah, you got a.
Can I try treating that?
You said that was.
Sure. You want to actually use a spell? You want to just like medicine it or
Isn't
what?
this
Just
a
medicine.
criminal?
Well, he was, but he managed to make it out of the pit. So yeah.
Not a criminal anymore.
Don't
I don't
forgive
know
his
anymore.
crimes.
Rub my hands together.
Ah.
And, that was easy money.
I rolled a 7.
Indeed.
I
Yeah,
break
he's
his
just,
leg.
Yeah, you try to help him, but he's so shaky and just jumpy right now. You can't really get him to hold still long enough.
You break his other leg.
Eventually, you see a couple guards come over and kind of help him out off towards the city proper.
Yeah, help him out.
So the bookie comes back over and he says, "Congratulations, sir, with the fancy hat. Here's your 3 gold," and he hands you 3 gold.
Woo.
And he turns towards Talin and Iomair and is like, "Unfortunately, a deal's a deal." Holds out his hand expectantly.
What?
You
the fact I got killed.
I shake
wait.
his hand.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, you get 5 gold, Talin. Sorry.
Thank you very much, good sir.
I shake his hand, making it look like I'm an idiot, but in reality, I'm putting the 5 gold in his hand.
He's confused for a moment, but then when you let go, he looks at his hand and he's just, "Thank you, sir," and he walks off to collect and pay out the rest.
Is the guy that got out like being escorted away now, or is he gone?
Yeah, he's been escorted through the gates by now, and he's on his way to, you presume, better times. Unlike the other 3 who are currently
not having a good time.
I am
not having a good
suspicious
food.
of somebody that's supposed to be free being led off by guards.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean into the construct and like, they let him go free. They just kind of let him go into the jungle. But at least they're not in the pit anymore.
That's
so
true.
a few moments after that, the what food there is pretty much gone, and then of course they kind of the various velociraptors and the allosaurus turn on the jaguars, and that doesn't turn out very well for the jaguars.
Ooh.
See,
And then-
now they do it.
And then, strangely enough, it appears that they are hungry enough to be smart, because they just kind of start scrambling up the side of this pit, or at least attempting to, and eventually a couple of them manage to catch one of the cracks. This thing hasn't been maintained very well, and actually managed to climb out of the pit, and
I'm gonna back off.
suddenly all the cheers are replaced by screaming.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, watch intently.
As they start just trying to kill everyone
I will-
they find.
I will rush forward and attack the closest thing that's attacking.
Alright, I need initiative then.
I suppose.
Damn, what is my initiative? That's dexterity, right?
Dexterity modifier,
Yeah,
unless you have
dexterity.
anything to it.
Unless your name is Rogie McRogerson.
Diggs roll before.
22.
12.
And 12. I gotta look up stat blocks.
13.
22.
Yeah, sorry if I dragged everyone into a fight they didn't want, but as a paladin, I'm not just gonna let people.
Well, I am also lawful good. I'm
with you there, but at the same time, I am kind of conflicted. I'm like, well, I don't think I'm much better than these guys for watching these people die, but it looks like these people have made a habit of it.
Well, I mean, they were criminals.
I'll be right back. Well,
I
problem
mean,
is we don't know what any of them have done, and that's what I have issue with.
yeah, but they don't deserve to die for it.
They were caught.
Well, we don't know that.
I mean,
They were caught. They deserve to die.
I mean, the people watching don't deserve to die for wild monsters just because the government here is loose about these kind of things.
Okay, I need tokens then.
So professional.
I know, right? It's great. I'm just like the most professional person here. Really, I can't drag that far over.
So professional.
I can't drag that far over. Really, I guess I'll just drag the map over here then.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Come on, guys, we're level 1. Let's fight a bunch of velociraptors.
Fight a bunch of dinosaurs and jaguars. Yeah.
Fine.
It'll be fine.
I have 13 whole hit points. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. You'll do great.
Can we get the other character sheet out?
Okay, so. Roll 20 white.
Roll 20 Domayamate.
Domayamate. Okay, colors. We'll say that's the pit they just crawled out of. And we're pretty unremarkable other than that. I need I need
I
a
see a
hero.
cat. I see a cat.
A cat.
This is our jaguar.
Oh, it's a jaguar.
Jaguar.
Who's a good jaguar? Who's a killing machine? You are. Yes, you
It's a
are.
perfectly designed by evolution killing machine. Oh, you do.
I'll be right back while you set this up.
All right.
With no claws.
Yeah. Man, look at this high fidelity artwork. Holy shit.
Right. This is. I hope you appreciate how much time I put into this.
That's a fucking trench. Hell yeah.
It is my heart and soul here.
You don't have a soul.
Exactly.
It's almost as good as the map I
Wait.
did last night.
Right.
That's a ginger.
I get it. South Park.
Okay, so I got shit. I can draw. Pardon me, just accidentally exited my own game.
Oh god, it's so aliased.
Hey, your icon's back.
So aliased.
I'm just finding about the wonders of dynamic lighting. Give me one moment.
Oh,
about that.
I went pro. Holy shit.
No, I didn't, but it wants to advertise it to me. Okay, there we go.
Oh, no. Oh, I see.
Oh, the Allosaurus jumped. I thought you said the jaguar jumped out.
Yeah, I thought it was a jaguar.
No,
Holy
the
shit.
jaguars are a puddle of gore.
A fucking allosaur. Oh my god, we're dead. Rip us.
Yeah. That's why I was just like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Damn, says we'll be fine, guys.
Okay.
Why does that...
Rush it without strategy.
Dinosaurs fall, everyone dies.
So, I don't know why they decided to make these tokens exactly the same, but the smaller one is a single velociraptor.
Nice.
It's the bigger one.
The bigger one is an allosaurus.
Allosaurus. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so they scramble out and they start doing their thing. Let me get your tokens here. There's a... Actually, can I just copy these over from the other one? That would probably be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it?
You can actually attach tokens
Intelligence?
to character sheets and
Our
whatnot.
DM?
Never.
Never.
I used to run a couple other games in here until I switched over to Fantasy Grounds.
Oh god, we're so large.
We're bigger than an
Jesus.
Allosaur.
Oh god! Oh god, you weren't supposed to turn into a gorilla yet! You're not here yet.
If you copy and paste the tokens over from the actual thingy layer.
I was about to say, does it retain...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got permissions. That's fine.
Okay, cool. So, wherever you guys are going to be, go ahead and put it there, and I will start with initiative.
We'll back the fuck up.
Yeah, not going to be near the dinosaurs.
Please position yourselves unintelligently while I record initiative.
Oh,
Well, I was charging
over
forward.
there.
I don't know. I guess. We...
I'll just be like over, like, you know, this corner. Just like fucking have fun, guys.
Binnabi. Iomair. So how you pronounce it, by the way? Iomair.
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 Yo, mama.
Yo, Mayor, what's up?
What up, my horse?
Sean.
Where?
There. He was here the whole time.
My god.
It was me, Dio.
Dio.
Nerds.
Dio.
Damn it.
Dio.
Mora.
You guys had to tie, didn't you?
Yeah, man.
Why are some of us green and some of us red background?
I have no
Based
idea.
on our alignment.
It's based on your
okay, yeah.
alignment. You're welcome.
It's almost like only one person paid attention to Patty.
Yeah, god.
I don't pay Patty anything, let alone.
No, I know.
Probably for the best. He wouldn't get your money's worth.
No, that's true.
Raptor.
Sniff.
Wait, there's actual... You know what? I'll have to figure out the initiative tracker at some point. There's an actual initiative tracker, isn't there?
Yeah, there
Yes.
is. If you
Yeah.
just click the fucking button.
Which
Like
button?
it's one of those buttons at the side, is all I know.
Yeah.
The left.
Uh,
Where my side button?
direction- Oh, on the left.
To the left, to the left.
Dice roller.
Everything is right to the left.
Turn
There
order.
it
Does
is.
it actually show up for
Doing
you?
it. Yep.
Yay. So how does this work?
Done it, Reddit.
Right-click a token and choose Add a Turn. I
Yeah,
mean, the
bitch.
instructions are right there.
Oh.
Literally says it in writing on the screen.
Add a turn.
Hey, I was
Oh.
first.
You weren't, but
I mean, I was added first.
you were
So-
added first, yes. Talin Empathy, who's going first?
I guess empathy would be, since she immediately said I'm charging forwards, and I said I'm backing up.
Good.
I'm gonna
Empathy.
be right there.
You respect
I
my
got
empathy.
Big guy.
Maybe right there.
Little guy. Man, this is way easier than what I was doing.
Yes, right.
So you can't tell the difference between big guy and little guy on there.
Big guy, little guy.
It's okay, I know the difference.
Mind you.
Then bring it up the rear. 7, yep, that is it.
I'd like to bring up that rear, if you know what I mean.
Hey, yo.
I don't.
Empathy, it is your turn.
Help! I typed a number on the turn order thing. What happened?
Sake.
Oh yeah, I have to put numbers in these.
You don't actually have to. It looks
Yeah.
like it's in order there. You'll be alright.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me just figure out how to play the game again. Let's see.
Sorry, Kanye, Binnabi, did you guys care who goes when?
Nope.
No, I'm good. Whatever.
Why'd it reset?
Haha.
On to you.
Once you get them all in there, you can just hit ascending or descending order.
Yeah.
I swear I know what I'm doing.
Do
It's
you
like what
know?
you're doing.
It's almost like you're pulling it out your ass.
Decent.
Almost.
All right. Oh God, down there. Please do something before I make a notice of myself more.
I don't know. It's not a very good incentive. Let's see. I run off and fall into the pit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet 5 gold on her not making it out.
I will run up here, make flanking easier for whoever comes next.
Are we doing flanking?
Flanking is on.
Shit.
And then I will attack with my rapier.
Your rapier.
That is a 15.
Hey, yo.
Why is it not scrolling? 15, that'll hit.
Nice. And then damage
Nice.
is that's 8 plus 3.
I like track health here. That'd probably be smart, wouldn't it?
I do 5 damage piercing to the allosaur.
Is it dead yet?
No.
Oh,
It's got some alright HP.
nice.
And then I guess I have 5 feet of movement left. I will take a step back. 'Cause
Won't
it's
that just
probably going to
provoke an
charge at
attack?
us.
I was about to say that'll be an attack of opportunity, buddy.
5 foot? Okay. Then never
Yeah.
mind. I'll just stay still.
Like, you have to stay within...
I will
All of
stay
that.
still then.
Okay. I'm going to assume this button progresses it. Yay, I did it!
Hooray, we're learning.
You figured out buttons.
We figured out
Yay.
buttons.
Alright, I am going to I will whip out my oud, and I will
Fine.
sing.
Oh. It begins.
Put that away.
In
Nobody
character
wants to see
singing,
your
Patty.
loot.
Yeah. I won't sing for this one actually, I will use one of my lovely bardic insults. I
Oh,
will simply
it begins.
I will look at what was this one? What was the smaller one?
The
That is a
Velociraptor.
Velociraptor.
A velociraptor, okay. I will look at that one. I will just simply say, "How were you the sperm that won?" That's my
You
insult.
couldn't work in a pun, could you?
I mean, a dinosaur
words.
pun? No, I couldn't.
I'm assuming that's cutting words.
That is indeed cutting words. That's for a whole
Yes.
1d4 damage. Are you ready for this shit?
Don't you get that at level 3?
No, it's a cantrip. Not cutting words. Sorry.
Vicious Mockery.
That's the one. Thank you. And yeah, that is 1d4 damage.
Does the
That's just
target need to be
1d4
intelligent
now.
enough to
1d4
understand
psychic
your
damage, and it has
insult?
disadvantage. So wisdom saving throw first against
Is it
8.
a wisdom save? Okay. Because dinosaurs are so smart.
Well, wisdom is intelligent.
Well, yeah, dinosaurs can be wild.
Velociraptors are supposed to be
Dumb.
The target only has to be able to hear you. It doesn't have to understand.
Yeah, it doesn't have to understand you.
Wisdom 10.
Yeah, that's a fail. So it has disadvantage on its first attack roll on the next turn, and it takes 3 damage.
I bet you when it attacks me with disadvantage, it gets 2 nat 20s.
Yeah, easily.
It can't understand what you're saying, but it looks visibly. You've hurt its feelings.
Yeah, it understands reproductive systems and what sperm is, and yeah, okay, cool. That's my turn.
It has no idea what you're saying, but it knows you said something mean, and it's yeah.
That dinosaur, yeah.
And you did that to the Velociraptor.
Yes.
Okay.
It is questioning its life decisions.
As it should.
Like
Took
being
3
locked
feelings
in a
from
cage its entire fucking life.
Yep, that's it. Yep, all good.
You're not gonna move.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
We all know bards are a great frontline combatants.
Yeah.
Right. Big guy here is hungry. It sees you down there. It saw you hit it. It felt you hit it. And did I mention it's hungry?
I think so, yeah, possibly.
In case I didn't, it's hungry and it's going to make a bite
The
at you.
Hungosaurus Rex.
That's not gonna hit. Yeah, I don't think a 10 is going to hit.
Nope, 16 AC.
Just barely misses.
All right, well, that's his turn. Next is little guy.
I'm alive.
He is also hungry.
And an attack of opportunity by the big dinosaur.
Yeah.
Okay, and he is going to bite.
Got disadvantage on it.
Why? Oh yeah,
Because cutting words, son.
so
Psychic abilities.
that is with disadvantage going to be 21.
Wow.
What?
Rip.
Yeah, he
Seriously?
Yeah.
one of his features gives him advantage.
Oh.
Oh.
So
That
it was
hits.
just a straight roll
So-
for him.
Yeah.
That was pretty much a
straight
straight roll, yeah. 21, does that hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. What the hell's the damage?
Get ready to get one hit.
It is going to be 5 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Ow. That's almost half my health.
And he's going to make a claw
Oh.
for another 21.
Oh.
It hits.
Paladin down.
For another 5.
Oh.
Okay, I've got 3 hit points left.
It's like fucking Narm, low level D&D. Jesus.
TPK
Oh,
round
is
one.
that-
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Warren hasn't even got into the game yet. He'll be just chilling in the jungle, like, hey.
that would be awful convenient.
That would be. Man, my party's taking
Someone
so
help
long to get
Kill
here.
these.
I'm working on it. I'm
Mr.
slow. I'm a robot.
Pirate McSorcererson, please do something.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna move over to here. Cast. I think I'll cast Witch Bolt on the little one there.
Nice.
All right.
That's a ranged attack.
That's just like the Emperor Palpatine thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unlimited power.
Actually, it's level 1, so quite limited power. Hey.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's 3 21s in a row, damn.
Let's see. That's gonna be 0, so just 1d12 damage. Sweet.
Hey.
Ooh.
As the Velociraptor is questioning its life decisions after Patty's insult, you just turn it into a pile of ash.
Confirmed kill.
First, I have to pay respects.
This is Call of Duty. Yeah.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, next.
I'm going to move back.
Okay.
Movement. Actually, there we go. I only got 25.
Next up is Bard Ross.
Hi. I think I'll just fire a crossbow bolt at the big guy.
Big guy.
You're not going to serenade it with your dulcet tones?
No plan on that.
More of a visual guy, right?
Yeah, more of a visual guy. Let's see.
You gonna whip your dick out or something?
Yeah.
Charm it, be like, hey.
Try to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
As long as you don't hit me, don't nat one.
Oh,
God
okay.
damn it!
We did
Fine, that's damage.
5 damage.
You shoot it in the leg.
Yay!
He took an arrow to the knee. Good.
He is
a
really
conclusion
channeling
of
Slisk
my
right
turn.
now.
Yeah. That's like Slisk's cousin. The fucking dinosaurs. Fuck.
Right.
I'll do what
Mr.
barbarians
Roboto.
do best. Enrage.
Yeah.
You are now raging.
I go up
That's it. Turn over.
naturally.
Naturally.
Uh,
And again, flanking is on.
yes. So, boop.
You have to be.
You have to be opposite to flank.
I. You have to be opposite. I thought you just
Yeah.
had to be around. 'Cause
No, it's
that's
opposite.
the way I understood.
That's a
You have
sneak
to
attack.
Be able to bisect the middle of whatever you're trying to hit.
Yeah.
With
Hold
a
on.
friendly
Let's see.
target.
Was
Like,
I?
from the square
like-
wouldn't be a flank, right?
Yeah,
It'd
basically you
be-
have to
it'd be
be
there.
able to. Let me see if I can dig up the little infographic I had.
It'd be there or
Next time.
there.
I can make it. But I'm pretty sure either way I would have hit him.
Oh, it'd be there, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That
you
bisects the middle.
you hit him either way, but
Okay. Just making sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be there because that bisects the middle.
Well, I can't make it there, so it doesn't matter. I only got 30 feet of movement.
Hey, you hit him anyway.
I think.
Well, yeah.
Let me.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's
I
unfortunate.
just got to roll
An
damage.
18 still hits.
This is with a great axe, of course.
Of course.
So
Of course.
Copy image, paste into Discord. A helpful illustration of flanking.
14 damage.
Hey.
You ram the bolt the rest of the way through his knee.
Oh.
It hurts a lot.
Nice.
Is it
For
bloody?
fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck no. I would doubt it.
No, but it's looking like it's had better days.
Shit.
It's had better days in its life. All right, empathy.
Oh man. Could heal myself, but I don't know if that would really save me. And in character, I'd probably want to keep it.
You do you, man.
Remember, the action economy is on your side.
Yeah, right.
I will attack it. 17.
It's
Hey.
4 damage.
Oh.
Glad you guys are rolling ones at least on your damage and not fumbling.
Yeah,
Great.
seriously.
Wish we had something here. And is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. You finish the job of bloodying it.
Okay.
Golf clap.
By just gently caressing the side of its dinosaur face, you finish the job of bloodying it.
Had to give it disadvantage on attack, please.
Yeah, I will do that. Or actually, I mean, so it's not looking bloodied, you said?
It is.
It is.
Okay, then.
Sean gave it a gentle caressing of the cheek, which was enough to do it.
I will simply extend my middle finger at it and have the arcane energy flow through that, and I will cast Dissonant Whispers.
What's that about?
So it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good.
Can you use your middle finger as a casting focus?
I just did.
All out.
I put my flute onto my middle finger and like flipped it off using that.
I'm gonna guess and say a 7 does not make it.
It does not. So it reels in terrible pain, and it must take 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Oh, so it's gonna fall in the pit.
No, it does not move into obviously dangerous ground such as fire or a pit on a successful save. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, it takes 3d6 from me, and then these guys will get attack of opportunity on them as well.
Oh, sweet.
9 points of damage from me.
It proceeds to have visions of all the meat going rotten and runs away.
No. We get opportunity attacks on it.
Yeah.
Well, it has to happen on its turn, so
Shouldn't.
No, it doesn't. No, any
No.
movement.
it goes now. Okay.
An attack of opportunity.
So
You can.
yeah, it's gonna get here and then make your attacks.
Yeah, whenever.
Hold on, I will-
It's just a normal attack roll.
I will look at Sage Advice. Hold on. Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah, it's if they move away from.
It uses its reaction, which is something you use whenever.
Okay. I got 16 to hit.
16 hits.
11.
11 does
Yeah.
not.
So to clarify, you provoke an opportunity attack if you leave a foe's reach using your movement, action, or reaction. So yeah, we good.
You put a nice little gash in its tail as it runs by and actually leaves combat.
Oh.
Actually, wouldn't you both have?
Well,
rolled with
as long as
advantage
it's not
because you were flanking.
Hurting it.
That,
No, they were not.
I would have needed to be
Yeah,
right
you-
there, but then he would have been
okay.
able to go through me easily. Then he would have just went down.
So you dissonant whispers with your middle finger, and
My finger whispers
Yo.
at him, yeah.
as it just runs away in fear of these visions of rotten meat all over the place, Iomair manages to put a really nice gash into its ass as it runs by, and
Ass
basically
gash.
flees, exits the battle, starts running amok around town, and then the guards just finish the 5 HP
Hey.
it had left.
Kill stealers.
Just
So
kind
I
of puts
might-
it down as it
If I
tries
had
to
hit,
go
I might have
gates.
killed it.
Probably.
Rip.
Yay, you did it.
Yeah, we saved the people.
We'll go with
Hey.
that.
At least we got
Go
one
back.
combat encounter.
Go
I could
us.
go for a rest.
I did.
Yeah, let's go back to
I
here.
ceased rage since there is nothing to attack.
And a couple of the folks come up and thank you profusely, the ones that weren't mauled, and everyone else just kind of starts,
I
trying
do
to
take
pick up.
gold as thanks. Anyone?
Where's the bookie?
Someone hands you a gold piece.
I'll take it. Thank you. Thank
Yeah, the
you.
bookies. The bookie booked it when the dinosaurs.
Ah, you get it.
Gone. Yeah, they start cleaning up the bodies and pieces of bodies, and remember that pit the guy fell into and screamed and then got dismembered? They throw him in there.
Nice.
Okay. I want to take a trophy from the Velociraptor.
It turned into ash, didn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, you got that.
Oh,
It
shit,
does
that's right.
literally turn to ash.
You,
Take a pinch of ash.
I
Velociraptor
wanted a
ash.
claw.
I mean,
Lots of Ashta.
yeah, if you want, I'll save one of the claws. You see a partially disintegrating claw in the pile of ashes.
Sweet. Pocket it.
It's a velociraptor called Ashton. Mr. Kutcher, sir.
One partially disintegrated.
Crucial quest item.
Sharp
Well, that
claw.
was eventful.
Yeah, we're just gonna. get rid of
Well,
that.
that graffiti didn't lie.
That's true.
We're in the fucking dinosaur races. We gotta kill dinosaurs this time. That was a dinosaur, though, right? Those were
Those
dinosaurs.
are two
Sure.
dinosaurs.
You lied to me. You said they were like bears, but not like bears at all. They were just not like bears at all. Not like bears, but not like bears.
Yeah. That. Yeah. So, what are we? What the fuck are we doing? We just almost killed everyone.
We should.
How did we almost kill everyone?
Okay, well, you almost got killed.
Yeah, okay.
And you are everyone.
Well, you're the healer, therefore.
I am
you
the
are
most important one, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. So of
Well,
course
we just
we
whispers
put
you.
you in the front lines every single time.
All right.
But to be fair, I rolled shit. so I couldn't exactly be up front.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is there anything else to be doing here in Old City?
Nah, it looks like it actually takes a remarkably little time for them to basically clean up and go back to what seems to be their normal routine. It's almost like this happens normally.
Before we leave the old city then to go elsewhere, I want to have a quick chat with a few of the people around who maybe recognise us from, helping them to not die, and see if they can tell us anything about what's been going on in the jungles and stuff around here. Any sort of pointers they can give towards any sort of information, anything they've heard or seen.
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Ooh, dear. Ooh, that's +1. Great.
Better than -1.
7.
Yeah, they're. I mean, you just saved their asses, so they're certainly happy to. They're certainly happy to tell you whatever rumors they've heard on hand, but it's just they all just seem way too far fetched.
Yeah.
Like, even for a land you've never been to, it's like, really, that's
Even to a land filled with dinosaurs.
exactly.
So
It's a land filled with dinosaurs, not mutons.
just a quick stock take then. Shut up, Sean. Just a quick stock take. Are we going to go with the guide that wants no payment but has a side quest, or the guide that wants the payment? What are we thinking?
I vote side quest.
Yeah, side quests are nice. There might be other things to do, but at the same time, we've been warned that there's a CR6 encounter if we do the wrong shit, and I hope that's not the wrong shit.
Honestly, Quaid, I wouldn't worry too much about that, because all of those really high CR encounters are literal idiot walls.
It was the
Okay.
bookie. He's the CR5. Okay. Just didn't like us.
Things
I
like
rage
walking
to find him. No, I'm joking.
Walking into the garbage
idiot
pit.
wall things like walking into the merchant prince's palace and trying to kill everyone. I'm
Nice.
sorry, did I say that out loud?
So it
I would
was
like to
do
do
that.
that.
the merchant
Please
palace.
invade a palace.
All right. Shall we maybe take a rest then, since you're fucked up?
I vote rest.
We can go speak to the guide and get this thing underway. Get
Yep.
out into the jungles.
Not much else to do.
All right, so you guys head off to the tavern. It's early afternoon at this point. Things are starting to pick up a little bit, but no bar fights.
All right. Should we see if we can find the guide first? Get things underway there.
Yes, I agree.
So I do not actually have a map on me, but you look around and you see one of the two people. Well, no, you see both of them there, just kind of off in their own corners, eyeballing each other as rival businessmen do.
I will take the bottle of wine that I've had stashed under my coat this whole time from fucking the teleporty lady that gave it to us. I walk over to the lady guide, pop it on the table there, and just sit down expectantly. All right.
Hello there. Don't believe I've seen you around before.
You, I might say we're new to town. Who do I have the
Clearly.
pleasure of speaking to?
I am Azaka Stormfang, and it is clear you're not from town. I've never seen you, and I tend to be in town a lot.
Not out in the
Because I
jungle like
live
this
here.
poster says, and
Because I live here. Oh, yes, well, I was born in the jungle, of course, but the trappings of civilization attract all of us eventually.
Too right. Well, we have a
What
job
can I do for
you.
you? What can I do for you, Mr.
Name is... I'll stand up again and bow stupidly. Talin Bristol, me lady, at your service.
She looks at you strange, her head cocked to the side.
It's a
Yes.
sword coast thing, don't worry. We're not around from around here, as we established.
Yes, quite.
We are in need of a guide, and it appears that you are in need of help. I sense a mutual arrangement here.
Adventurer, are you? Yes. Yes, I can offer you my services as a jungle guide. Do you have, like, the actual flyer out, or is it still?
Yeah, I got the flyer, just popped on the table.
Alright. It looks like you already know the most relevant bits. My fee is 5 gold coins per day. I require 30 days up front, non-refundable. I do have some personal matters, of course, if you would like to assist me with those.
Did anyone come to the table with me?
Yeah,
I'm
I
standing
don't know
behind
about-
you, at least.
Alright. I'll just wave my hand at everyone. Me and my fine companions here would like to hire your services, and we are interested in helping you out, but we want to know a little bit more first about what it is you would want us to, put our necks out for before we do it.
Yes,
dinosaurs, because we've already done that.
We take that off our list, yes.
Yes, she looks at the group of you. How do you say a motley crew? Right?
You say
Most
a
motley.
motley crew.
The motliest of crews.
The best kind of cruise.
Yes.
Indeed.
No. Terry Crews is the best kind of crew.
That's true.
Oh yes, a Terry cruise.
A terrier crew, if you will.
Terry no longer.
Yes. It's a simple matter. There's a family heirloom that was stolen from me and then lost by the time I could find the ones who took it. I know about where it is, and I ask only that you help me in retrieving it.
Now, is this going to get us a discount, or is this going to be in lieu of payment?
If you assist me in my task and we walk away with the heirloom, I will waive my fee.
And this heirloom, where are we looking at it? Where's it going to be? Any dangers?
Yeah, I'll pull out the map.
It's in the merchant prince's palace.
Got a dagger through it.
Back to the Chult map here.
It's so big.
It's so big. Oh, God.
Yeah, I should really do something with an Ian's Arrow map.
Something I've never heard before.
Roll for deck size.
Roll for deck size. Where the hell is?
Oh.
Right there.
1d2, nice. Limiting your options there somewhat.
I'm a robot. Well, then again, I might not need
not-
size if it can go.
Robo Penor.
Huh. Is that how that works, is it?
Yeah. Drill penis.
It's canon now.
Yours is the drill that will be
Writing it in as we speak.
What a piercing.
She points to one of the shrouded areas in the map. It's right around here. Just keep hanging until.
Not too
Oh,
far.
there
then.
it is, by
Not
Mesero.
too bad.
Yes, it is.
How big is
actually-
each of these?
Each hex is 10 miles.
Yeah.
Now, from the information that we got from, what was her name? The first lady?
Syndra?
Syndra, yeah. From the information we got from her, do we know sort of roughly where we're meant to be looking in the jungle? Do we have any idea sort of where that would be or what we're looking for?
Over 100 miles away.
No, unfortunately, she wasn't able to give you a whole lot of details. Just somewhere in the jungles of Chult is this Soulmonger that's causing the death curse.
I'll speak to her. And have you heard anything about this Soulmonger?
I have. Has she?
That's a good question.
We're asking you, Matt.
That's a good question to ask yourself.
It's a
you
good
want us to
question
come
for
up
me
with
to
the
ask
answer?
myself right now.
You want us to answer, Matt?
Yes, she knows everything. She knows the exact location,
exactly what we
traps
need.
along the way, everything.
Okay.
She knows the passwords.
No, I haven't heard of anything like that.
Know anyone who's good to talk to who might know sort of things that are going on out there? Any idea?
Not offhand, no.
We're off to a flying start. I love it.
Perhaps we'll come across more clues as we. Look
That
on.
would be awfully convenient. So,
Out of character, are all these things labeled on the map that we have? Like this camp and...
Yeah, this is just the player map, but I drew over with Fog of War. Again, the actual map I pasted into Roll20 is the actual handout, and that'll have some markers in the fog that you won't be able to see in Roll20.
But we know those exist there.
Yeah, basically, if it's on the handout that went into Roll20, you know about it. It's there. I can't make this thing show markers above Fog of War, so not that I found, anyways.
Well, we can always investigate those camps and see if they know anything, since they're more in the jungle. They might have some idea of some unnatural things happening.
They're also the opposite direction of where this trinket is.
Well, we're not going to go there first.
God, obviously.
God. Oh my God.
Well, it sounds like she wants to do this task of hers first, and then she'll,
Well, of
try
course,
to-
because we're not going to get.
Yeah, we're just
not going to be
planning
guided
ahead
for
here.
free and then counted on our word
No.
that we're going to help her on her quest, and we could just fuck off. So let's
do like
see.
that.
We're planning ahead here.
Yeah,
The
let's
mechanical
help her.
one seems to have a brain.
If I
What's
only
the brain?
had a brain.
Do you want us to help or not? Generally, not a good idea to insult your customers.
Oh, well, you look like you can take it on the chin. Regardless, my offer stands.
Really weird sexual innuendo aside, I think we'll be taking you up on that offer.
Very well, then.
We need to rest, so we're planning to leave, I don't know, tomorrow? What do we think?
Yeah, in the morning.
Tomorrow morning it is. I shall meet you here.
Wonderful. Pleasure doing business. What was your name again?
Azaka.
Azak.
Let me put that in the chat.
Not Prince Otaku, whatever his name was.
Hey, I spelled it completely wrong.
Yeah, same. Cool.
All right, so early mid-afternoon.
Shall we stock up on basic things, rations, and, all that before we go, maybe?
Yeah.
No? All right,
Sure.
good.
Just going in.
I've already got a bunch
Well,
of.
that's the guy. That's the guy we should
Yeah,
have.
so from a mechanic standpoint, how many rations and stuff are we allowed to buy? Because I know that the packs generally tend to hold 10, but obviously
Yeah,
we stock up.
so I'll say you talk to the guide and get all this out of it because I don't feel like role-playing at all. But
Fair.
basically, she recommends before you depart that you have a sufficient number of rations. She mentions that you can, routinely forage for berries and meat and things like that, but it's good to have rations on hand just in case. She recommends, well, you guys are going to help her first, you mentioned?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is actually, sorry for the whiplash, pulling me back over here. Now you know what. Never mind. She mentions that you make the majority of the trip by rivers, so she does suggest you get a couple canoes to hold everyone.
We got a captain, so we're good.
And she mentions that you should probably get a couple rain catchers. It is oppressively hot, for the record. Like it's mid-afternoon, and hold on, I got to do a conversion to monarchs here.
These colored regions on the map.
You don't need to convert to GMT. We're not in the same
dangerous
world.
I'm converting a temperature, sir. It is currently mid-afternoon, and it's actually a very brisk 95 Fahrenheit, 35 Celsius out.
Oh God, sticky.
The humidity is just choking right now.
Yeah. Good.
So you're not at all surprised when she mentions having rain catchers as well as a supply of clean water.
I would also like to see if I can purchase a rain slick or something to protect the robotness.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Rust.
you
I know full well what moisture.
Matt, I have one question about the map. I
Yes.
see there's this yellow and orange region. What do those indicate?
Yes. So basically, what the guide mentions and what you kind of piece two and two together is in answering your question. They mentioned that the jungles of Chult are actually infested with undead. Some regions more than others. And totally out of character, the lighter yellowish areas are places where there's a notable amount of undead, and the dark areas you don't go into.
Okay.
Because
We don't go into Ravenholm anymore.
Right.
Okay, good to know. We're
Now,
heading
there
straight into
are-
the undead region. Nice.
To note, there are undead outside of those areas, but not enough to be particularly noteworthy, usually.
Cool. Good.
And even if there are, it's usually just rabble. Easily dealt with rabble.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah, so basically she mentions having a supply of rations. You can forage if you need to, but it's always more or less effective. Canoes to travel down the river, rain catchers for water.
how hard is it going to be to source these canoes?
Pretty easy. Again, you pretty much any mundane item you can find in the Inzaru. She also mentions the insects can be extremely oppressive as the day wears on, and recommends you obtain some insect repellent.
Right.
Okay. First thing in the morning, then we'll get all the shit.
Okay, what's the range going to cost me, man?
You said it was a bit afternoon now.
It's like early mid-afternoon. Yeah, if you guys want,
Maybe we could shop now and then
Cure the supplies.
rest over, right?
Yeah, you could.
So,
Well,
let's see, how many people can a canoe hold?
Each canoe can hold 6 people, so you guys are actually just
Wow.
heading out to do some shopping.
pretty big canoes. How convenient it can hold 6 people.
Yeah, right.
And there's 6 of us.
Remember, you have a
Partner
guide as
died.
well.
And having a backup might not be a bad.
I'll turn to the halfling and say, Captain, my captain, any sort of vessel you would recommend other than a canoe?
I was actually thinking about some type of raft that we could fasten a sail on. If we get the wind on our backs, we can make some more time other than paddling.
I like the sound of.
So I'm not.
Is
one for
wind
the-
navigation really efficient on a river like this?
Oh, you get more speed out of it.
Yeah, big enough. River's wide enough. Might be able to make it. Nah, I'm not
Good
one
lad.
for physical labor.
Join the club. All right, let's try and procure.
All right. As you walk out of the inn, a small child runs by and tries to grab your attention. Says.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh god, it's horrible.
Watch your stuff. These urchins like to grab your purses.
Yeah, hand clearly on wallet.
He's
purse.
he's running towards you with note in his hands. He's
I
like,
cast dissonant whispers and make him run right now.
You kill him
You
with
go
the
back to
middle
where you come from. Yes. Flip him off and he runs away.
He runs towards you. He's like, I was told to give this to you. Hands, you know what? Just for irony's sake, hands Talin the other.
Oh,
note.
fuck me.
Actually, no. He'll hand. As the only one who
Thanks.
didn't. As the only one who didn't insult him, he'll hand it to Binnabi.
I didn't insult. I called him cute. I guess that might be an insult to a little boy.
You're a big metal man. That's scary.
Bzzz.
Are we supposed to tip him or?
What did he give us?
No,
A piece of paper.
you tip him. He'll just expect more in the future.
That's true. Entitled little
Yeah,
bastard.
he doesn't seem to expect anything in particular. Just kind of hands the note off to Binnabi and runs off.
Thank you for not saying.
And what's that say?
Basically, it is a handwritten note, obviously, because no one knows how to work printers in this day and age.
It's on Xerox.
Reasonably finely written. Like, it's not necessarily fancy, but you can tell that it came out of somewhere halfway nice, and basically proposes that you should go to one of the merchant prince villas, and one of them would like to meet with you.
This could make for some interesting material.
Are they mad that we killed their pet dinosaurs?
And which
Maybe.
merchant prince has addressed it?
Yeah, which one?
It is specifically directing you to the villa of Merchant Prince Jessamine.
Jessamine.
Sounds hot.
Jessamine.
Jessamine.
Oh.
All
Alright.
Going in my notes.
Oh.
Prince
Well,
Jessamine.
friends, I suppose we should be on our way to this villa.
Yeah, it's
To make good
Let's go.
time, we're going to get to the jungle in time to save our employer.
Yeah.
I mean, metagaming aside, it's a pretty big fucking jungle. I don't think we're on much of a time constraint at the moment.
Fair.
Be right spending a little bit more time here. To the villa.
To the villa!
And that's what I need you guys to do. Oh, thanks, Jessamine.
Yeah.
Time for that CR6 and
Me one moment.
As Warren
I actually-
slowly dies.
I
of
actually
boredom.
had the foresight to set this up ahead of time.
Whoa.
Regret coming
Strangely.
later.
Because I actually have a map for this.
A map?
A map!
Well,
A map!
fuck me.
They call it a map!
They call it a mine. A mine.
Where the hell did they go? I just hit paste. There we are.
Did you check up your ass?
Don't
Several
eat the
times.
paste, man.
Don't eat the yellow paste.
Okay, you guys are coming over here.
What are we coming over?
Black square.
Don't even get me started.
It's just a larger version of Matt.
Yeah.
This is a nice black rectangle here.
He's such a show-off,
Correct.
God. All these selfies.
You go to the location indicated by the note, and you arrive at a very fine-looking villa.
Black square. Oh.
Black square.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This is, of course, hand-drawn by you.
Of course. I mean, only
We
the
all know
best
that.
for you guys.
Only the finest.
I mean, you
Only
did
the
cheat
finest.
and you leave the grid lines on there,
yeah.
obviously.
That
But
was
everything
cheating.
else.
I
Yeah.
thought this world was made of hexes.
You've been lied to. There's less dimensions than you thought.
Ah, the grid lines became other grid lines.
Ah.
The grid
Any
lines
guards
are
around or anything like
different
that?
now.
So you arrive at the villa. You walk in the front door, and what the fuck? It's fucking reveal tools.
Just kick the door open. LAPD!
Just kick
I
the
thought
door
you were
open. As
prepared for this.
you kick the door in and scream LAPD, and you are immediately destroyed. As you walk in, you do see a few guards, and they just kind of look at you and wave you through like they've been expecting you.
Sorry, can I just ask, is like empathy at this point bleeding all over the floor currently? On, like,
I
2 hit
assume I
points.
bandaged myself a bit.
3 hit points.
No, you're fine then. Only slight limb loss.
Only slight limb loss, yes. Yeah, so you walk in, and it's actually a really nice little place. Plants everywhere. There's a little fountain in the center, and things.
Is there a bar?
There is not. There is not a bar, but an attendant actually watches you walk in, and says, yes, we've been expecting you," and runs off upstairs.
Hope she's getting a
All right,
drink.
name for ourselves already.
Any knickknacks to steal around here?
I'll look
Tells
up-
you
I'll just-
tells you to make yourselves comfortable as
I
she
will do
fetches
that.
the prince.
Throw myself onto the couch.
Totally
I'll
not
just
an
watch the
excuse to look
fountain, I guess.
something up real quick.
No, totally not.
Totally not.
I keep my eye on Talin because I know what he is.
You don't know me. You don't know me.
This rug really ties the room together.
I suggest to Talon that if he wants to steal properly, we should make like a halfling and see if they're worth stealing from first.
You notice that as you
Makes
stepped
sense.
you noticed that as you stepped in, the guards kind of followed behind you.
Gentlemen.
Gentleman.
Mental gen.
And as you wait for the merchant prince, you kind of look around. You see the whole place decorated with various snakes and serpents detailed on the walls. After a few moments of me sitting here trying to find a goddamn token,
Snakes and serpents on the wall. Yeah, this guy isn't a bad guy at all. No.
No.
no, she's not.
Totally not implying that she's
She's
a
a bad
snake
girl.
who will kill us. She's a very bad girl.
Maybe he just likes long, slender things.
Yeah, sure.
After a few moments, you see someone's head down the stairs and
Binnabi just waiting outside.
head in here and says, yes.
Oh.
Thank you for accepting my offer. I heard about what you did in the old city. It's rather impressive.
Yes,
We aim to please.
Yes, quite.
Is easy work.
It wasn't an accident this time.
Totally not looking something up because I'm totally prepared.
It's just me, or is her forehead really big?
Her forehead is really big.
That's a 5-head with projector vision.
Yeah,
Mm.
a 5 or
See-
6 at least.
You see Merchant Prince Jessamine descend the staircase. She's pretty much covered in a combination of just these dark billowing robes and black bandages around pretty much everything except her face and her hands.
Is her husband the Frankenstein monster?
Her husband may have once been Frankenstein.
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 This is America. We speak American here.
We speak American here. Just thank you for accepting my offer. I heard about what you did. I am Merchant Prince Jessamine. I control the sale here of various plants and poisons and sanctions.
Sanctions, you said.
Sanction. What?
Interesting that you're so forward with the market of poisons.
You have to sanction the plants.
Well, it's perfectly
yes,
legitimate market back in my town.
The sanctions refer to the fact that while murder is illegal, as it is most places, the sanction is payment allowing the assassination of someone.
I mean, I don't know what I expected in a town that puts the criminals in a pit to be slaughtered by vicious animals.
Hey, come on, that was a fun afternoon.
I trust you found the show entertaining.
I did.
Want some gold?
It was illuminating.
Want to fight? Pretty good.
You should join us in our Colosseum sometime. You don't have to deal with the rabble outside of there.
Oh, the rabble is half the fun.
Quite.
Generally, we are the rabble, so, you know.
Quite.
But how can we help you?
Well,
Those
after
ravenish ones.
word travels fast, and after hearing of your feats in the old town, I was hoping to find out what brings you to Chult. I've not seen you around here.
Some old lady teleported us.
An old lady,
Yeah.
you say?
Yeah.
You're asking a lot of questions for someone very unfamiliar with us.
Out of character, is Talin going to be our face? Is he going to be the one doing most of the word talking? Since
I can
he's
shut up if you want.
taking the reins? No, I don't have an issue. I just don't want to be talking over people all the time or anything.
I mean, I don't mind either way. Like, talk over me if you want. I don't mind. It's all good.
Like somebody with high charisma would be nice to be the face. Is all I'm saying.
You mean like half the party?
I think both me and Binnabi have +4.
Yep.
I just have +1.
But I'm more of an observational bard.
They got a +4 as well. So.
Very
Nice.
contemplative.
+2. Okay. All right. Carry on.
My wayward son.
And as you're talking, her servants bring out, a couple bottles of wine, some glasses, a plate with some
More
exotic
wine.
fruits and cheeses.
Exotic
Please.
cheeses. Ooh.
Cheese. Yes, please help yourselves. Now, what brings you to Port Nianzaru?
Profit.
You summed it up well.
We're here to study this death curse that's been plaguing where we're from and seems to be here as well.
She listens to the profit part and just kind of picks up that you're a band of adventurers, and then you mention the death curse, and her face lights up.
Okay.
She's on fire!
curse.
Oh god!
The death curse, you say?
Yes, we have reason to believe that the source could be in the jungles of Chult, so many adventurers are seeking an answer, but we've come here looking for ours.
That is the rumor, yes. Thinks to herself for a moment. When do you plan on heading out into the jungle?
As soon as we're able. We were about to head out before we got your message.
Well, you'll need to be prepared if you go out.
You offering to fund our expedition?
Well, in a sense, you see, you are new here, and as such, people don't know you. You don't have connections like I do.
Yes.
If you were to, say, provide me a lump sum payment up front, I could broker a deal with the other merchant princes. We all exclusively control a certain area of the trade, you see. And
So hang on. Let me get this straight. You are a foreign prince to us, offering us a vast sum of trade deals if we forward you an admin fee? I've heard of this before.
Sound very Nigerian right now.
sounds very, very Nigerian, yes, but I assure you, I'm
What?
not Nigerian.
What exactly do you want this fee for, and what are we going to get out of this?
I
Equipment,
assume
supplies.
it's to pay for the supplies. She's
I
going to
can
give us a
get
better
you the
deal.
best. I can get you the best deals possible on the equipment and supplies that will ensure you don't die of starvation or.
And how
That,
much are we
that would be
talking?
very generous of you.
And what is
How
the
much?
fee you ask?
Yeah, how much are we talking here?
She thinks for a moment, going through the various
Pages in her Dungeon Master's Guide.
pages in her DM's guide. Yes. I think a sum of 250 gold pieces will suffice.
Yeah.
That would have been everything we got from
Yeah.
Sindra. I don't think we have that much though.
And how good of a deal are we talking? We're kind of.
I can spare 50 gold.
Well, you will require food, of course, and the means with which to acquire it, as well as water. I presume you are sensible in thinking of taking one of the rivers in, and rather than going on foot, you will need canoes. You will need plenty of insect repellent. Unlike food and water, that is very hard to come by. I may also be able to convince some of the others to throw in a few bonus items.
Here's the thing, we don't really have too much in the way of liquid assets at the moment, so if there's anything
How much gold do we have on us?
I've got 39 after my bet.
I got 63.
14.
I still have 65.
I got a fair amount, but not enough.
I come up with 240 if we add everything we have together.
Yeah.
Take IOUs.
No,
Perhaps there's a job you need done in the jungle that we could broker payment over.
Perhaps there's a...
Believe me, this, if you are seeking out the death curse, you are doing me a significant service as it is. And she kind of adjusts one of the robes, and as she does, you see a bit of what looks to be a little rotting flesh along her neckline.
So we're going to be helping you out, so you should be helping us out, maybe with a little bit
come
of
up
a
with
discount.
Perhaps we could organize a bit of an IOU. We've heard there's some treasures in the jungle. It'd be much easier to pay you once we return from our trip.
I like his thinking.
And I do have a significant interest in seeing this done.
That rug in the room over there is probably worth more than 250 gold. You live in a literal marble palace right now. 250 gold, I'm sure you could front the supplies for the expedition. Just saying.
We could, of course, cover some of it as a show of goodwill.
Thanks for a moment. All right.
Trying to decide what the DC will be on the persuasion check.
No check. I'm just kind of trying to think through my head.
It's a lot to think through.
It is.
I mean, if we give her everything we have, we're going to be paupers until we come back.
Indeed. Not a good place to be.
But she is giving us everything that we will need to survive in the jungle, provided.
Yeah, and we'll probably come across at least like 5+1 swords.
How about you are correct. This is a problem that transcends both of our wells, however much or little of it we have. 200 gold pieces.
All right.
You're breaking my balls here.
We can do that, though.
I think it's something we can afford.
What else are we going to spend the gold on, honestly?
The supplies she would be putting together in a nice package for us anyway.
Exactly. I mean, I have my bag of gold in my hand ready to provide it.
I'll put forward 50 gold.
How much am I
Hold
going
on.
Oh,
Are you saying that this here death curse, you would generally stake your life on 200 gold and, you know, us going to stop it?
You're
That's
really
not worth
pushing
more of it than you.
Well, you are not the only ones to seek adventure in the jungles, and some of them may have the same.
We aren't
relative
seeking
goals.
adventure. We've been given a job, and we intend to see it through, be it for glory, wealth.
Whether you've been
Good,
whether you've been hired or going out for your own reasons, you are adventurers, and there are many like you out there already.
Yeah, I get the vibe she sent out. She's bankrolled a few adventurers that might not have panned out.
I think we can do 200 gold.
I agree. I say we put forward our money. Otherwise, we're going to be probably a lot worse prepared than if we actually spent this gold around town.
Again, I cannot tell you exactly what you will receive, but I can promise it will be everything necessary to not die 3 days after leaving the city.
Okay.
Right, how much do we have then?
I put forward 50.
I have 65. How much do you need?
We need 200 total, so we need... I cover 50
I agree.
of it.
I agree with the exasperated sigh.
I will reluctantly hand over 50 gold.
100 more.
Gold.
How much we short?
We're short 100.
I send her another 50.
I've only got 39.
14 and a half.
So we don't have enough.
I got another.
No, we
40.
do.
So I'll put in 64 of my 65 gold.
Fuck, that's all my gold gone. Holy shit.
It's like Divinity, you just keep that one gold coin back so you have
Yeah.
the slot marked in your inventory.
Yeah. Alright, Marking off all my gold.
You guys are doing it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so however you choose to divide that out, you pull together 200 gold. She has one of the servants takes it and heads off into the back. Jessamine looks at you and says, almost looks like a little bit of a hopeful smile on her face, but she says, "Pleasure doing business with you. Where are you staying in town?"
The Thunder Lizard guy.
The Thundering Lizard. You really do crave adventure, do you? All right, very well. I will set to the task of collecting your supplies, and they will be ready for you by morning.
Extravagant.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Now, unless you would like to stay for dinner.
That sounds nice.
That is a good offer. I would like to take that up, if I may.
Is it
If
dinner
it's not
free?
an imposition, of course.
No, you are staying downstairs.
As expected.
Bollocks.
And so yeah, she makes good on that. You know, perhaps it's like a gesture of goodwill, and you know, it's a very, very fine meal. Probably some of the best food you guys have had in a while. You know,
Can I try and steal some silverware?
Will you stop trying to...
I just paid all my gold. I'm a pauper.
Are you trying to find the DC6?
Do you actually want to try and steal some silverware?
No.
Okay.
I remind you that this is a purveyor of poisons and is probably some type of roguish character.
Yeah, you guys are, you know, it's kind of in the dining area eating, and there's no guards in sight, but you saw a few of them in the entryway, and you wouldn't be shocked if there were a few more hanging around.
I will instead then drink more than my fair share of wine.
Fair enough. You're blitzed.
Nice.
What's enough to steal the
Blitzed enough to try and steal silverware.
By the time you guys finish eating and going through the whole meal and courses and end up going on your way, it's evening.
Does she? Sorry, just to quickly cut in there. Does she have any information more about the death curse and things we could ask about over dinner? Anything she knows?
Yeah. Did she hear? Does she know anything about what was it?
Not her in
Soulmonger.
particular, but if you want, you can do an investigation to maybe poke some of the servants that are milling about.
Can we all do it?
Do that.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, they mill their own flour?
Let you guys handle it. I'm enjoying my meal.
9.
20.
Yeah, natural 20. First one.
Yeah, Patty, you and Talin and I don't know what Iomair's doing since he doesn't eat, but Talin, Kanye, you are just having the time of your life right now with all this booze and fine food and pretty
fucking
much
wasted.
The greatest thing ever right now.
Getting
Didn't have to
absolutely
kill a bear.
trolled.
Sean, empathy. You learn
That you are dead.
not anything about the Soulmonger per se, but you do kind of pick up from one of the servants that there's a rumor that, you know, deep in the heart of the jungle there's this city that was, you know, once built by minotaurs. They say it's overrun by snake people now, but those aren't the worst thing that are there. There's much worse things down below the city.
Oh.
Snake minotaurs.
Snakeatar.
All right.
Snake
I suggest it. He doesn't know that he doesn't know anything about the Soulmonger per se, but suggests that maybe ruins such as that one could offer you clues to point you on your way.
Sounds good. I thank him and give him a copper piece.
He bows his head and says thanks.
A copper piece. Fucking hell. That's
Hey, that's
insulting.
That's like a week's worth of wages, buddy.
I'd rather not have the copper piece. Jesus Christ.
That's
That's an insulting
How
tip.
many copper per silver?
It's
10.
10, all the way up the board. Except for Electrum, but no one uses Electrum.
10, 220.
Oh, keep track of that.
4,800 law 10.
Alright, let's go find Warren. I mean, go into the jungle.
All right, so
We
you
gotta
guys.
rest.
I was about to say, you guys going back to the town or back to the inn?
Go rest.
Yeah.
Don't
I don't
forget-
know if you guys want me going in there with
Stuff
3
for
hit
her.
points.
That'd be fine. Walk it off. Get back in the game.
All right, so you guys head back to the Thundering Lizard. I really wish I could roll my R's there.
Thundering. Yes.
Thank you.
Thundering Lizard.
And you know, it's the sun's pretty much almost completely set by now. And sure enough, you get back into the Thundering Lizard, and it's really. It's very loud at this point. There's a lot of people there just drinking, dancing, having a good time, being rowdy. No bar fights, but probably spark one if you wanted to.
Can I, as part of my bardic class, attempt to do a performance, just drum up a little bit of change?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, you talk to the barkeep, and he's like, "Yeah, sure. We don't get many decent performers around here. You're certainly welcome to give it a shot."
Okay, I need to roll a performance check for that.
Directs you to the small makeshift podium in the center of the room.
I don't know if that will change tonight either.
Wow!
I take a direct interest in his
find
performance.
out. Yeah, can you do a duo with me, like a duet?
Oh, I'm merely a storyteller, I'm afraid.
Okay, shit roll it is then. Here we go.
I can
Storyteller to the backing of music, maybe.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice concept. Yeah. Does that mean I get advantage if he's assisting?
Sure, I'll give it to you.
Hey.
I'm gonna play my little ocarina in the background.
Whoever wants to make that check.
Natural fucking 20 and a 17
Shower
advantage. It's a golden shower.
So the both of you head up front and center and begin your story. Patty playing a little tune in the background.
I'm just doing epic sax guy behind him while he's just
epic sax guys while Binnabi tells whatever story he's going to tell.
It's all about some demonic paladin and a bunch of skeletons.
Yeah, and the barkeep is he's never seen anything like this where people just aren't trying to, kill each other, and they're actually focused on one thing, and these guys are just like putty in your hands with, every crescendo meeting with an ooh or an ah. And
nice.
Ooh, ah.
What was that about no good performances in this place?
I said might.
You actually end up, if you give me a moment to look up that part of it, you get some gold out of this.
Oh, sweet.
I think there's something that actually
So I earn the food.
Oh shit, I actually could have got us free lodgings by using that feature earlier. Oh well.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not tracking the inn stays, so don't worry.
Well, it costs us 5 silver per room, so.
Well, you get that gold. We'll say you get that gold back plus between the
5
coppers.
silver. Fuck.
Well, however much you spent on the rooms, we'll say you all get that back. And on top of that, between the coppers and silvers tossed your way as throughout the performance, you get another, we'll say 15 gold.
Whoa, damn!
Yeah, these guys were just like, you had them.
Sweet.
That 20 be good.
Well, fuck the death curse. I'm going to stay here and fucking...
I'm sure we'll net 20 every night.
You finish the performance and it's a standing ovation.
So, yeah, empathy applauds well. She enjoyed this and that you were able to calm down.
They keep breaking up.
Yeah, okay. Can I round up, since I have 9 gold, 9 silver, 9 copper, can I just say that you give me
don't bother tracking anything other than like gold. Just round it off.
Okay.
Like if it's less than a gold, chances are I don't care.
Okay.
Alright, let's sleep then.
So just buy everything with 1 gold IOUs.
Yeah, something like that, right? You guys are heading to bed?
Yeah.
Good time.
I get my hit points back.
I can't sleep on myself.
After the performance, you guys head upstairs. Syndra wasn't kidding when she said the place was rowdy and not the best place to sleep. But you all managed to rest normally and you get your hit points back and whatever else you spent.
Hey,
you get your long rest.
All right.
I hope so.
Mr. DM.
Mr. Sir.
Geek, we level up.
Actually, you may have. Give me one moment here.
Yes.
Buffering.
I do have a DM screen here, if it helps you.
Nice.
I got a bunch of reference shit.
I appreciate the gesture. I'll take your word for it since I can't see your webcam.
Rip.
It's homemade, but eh.
It is homemade, but it's there.
But, first, to get to second level, we need 300 total XP.
Yeah, I neglected to look up the XP of those.
Yeah, I got a
Those
whole
dinosaurs
chart
you-
up to 20 here, plus proficiency bonuses.
Those dinosaurs that you just so viciously slayed, those innocent poor reptiles.
Yeah, poor fuckers. God.
They started it.
Yeah. We fucking finished it.
Those things were like intelligent slusks.
They were
Dude,
literally intelligent
Do
slugs.
not badmouth the lizard, goddammit. With his green dragon helmet.
Yeah.
Here we are. You said it was 300 each.
Yeah, 300 per
I'll
person.
take your word for it because I don't feel like looking that up as well.
It goes 300, 900, 2700, 6500.
You guys did not level up.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, well.
Actually, no, I botched that. One second.
What?
let's kill the
complicated math.
Warforged for XP.
This is why I do milestone level ups when I DM. It's just like so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't level up.
If we kill the Warforged in our party, do we level up?
You're more than welcome to try, sir.
Actually,
Just sneak it back
let me.
and not asleep.
While I'm thinking about it, let me figure out what that number actually is. You know, do the thing that I probably should have done to begin with.
Details.
I like how each in our different ways we were all off tune somehow there. It was beautiful.
That'll be how it goes, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. scene.
And okay, you wake up the next morning, somehow rested despite all of the noise downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Most of it we probably caused, let's be honest.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go there.
Well, he did.
Yeah. Fucking
Definitely
did.
went there.
What now?
Definitely went there. Oh shit.
Rip. Matt died.
You know what? Fuck it. You're close enough. You leveled up.
Oh,
Yay!
Look at that.
Warren, for consistency, that will include you.
Yeah.
So,
The
Yeah,
easiest
are we
level up ever for
are we
you.
rolling hit points.
Hey, you have no idea how hard this was to listen to.
Got him.
Yep. Lost in the woods and he leveled up.
Oh no, we have to roll for fucking hit dice now. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
How are we doing that? Just straight?
I will use the Diggs method of allowing advantage.
The mercy roll, thank fuck.
So how does it work?
So roll with advantage.
Hey.
Roll.
Hey! I finally rolled the maximum value, not two fucking ones again.
Yay.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna reroll that.
No. Only 9 hit points.
Hey, not
That's
bad.
not bad.
And then plus your con mod, don't forget that.
Yep.
So I'm at 20, nice. Double my hit points.
I miss Uno where I was rolling max hit points every single.
I don't miss this where I rolled 2 ones. That was butts.
Can't
Butts
confirm.
McGee.
Was butts.
Was butts. How butts will travel.
I'll take
Hey.
medium hit points.
Yeah.
I hope someone's keeping track of this, by the way, because
What?
of what's happened. Basically, scribe.
I mean, I'm
I mean-
recording it.
I mean, that's your job, isn't it? The DM.
It would be my job if I weren't flipping through 30,000 pages a second.
Oh, what's happening? Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, what do I get?
I mean, I'll remember the I'll remember
Oh my
the gist
God.
of what happened, but I don't know.
I
if
get
there's any details you guys care
spellcasting.
about.
Ooh.
I'm about to be mediocre at everything. Fucking jack
Fighting
of all
style.
trades.
What fighting style to pick? Plus AC or plus damage?
Jack off all trades.
Hot.
So
Besides, this is a perfect excuse for me to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
yeah, I'm also going to do that. So if we take a little break, maybe. Good idea.
Snack time.
Alright.
Yeah, back in
Snack
5.
time. All right, 5 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
So now I can turn into a CR1 beast.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
It's beginning.
He
He is becoming the Barbarian.
Bear?
Let's see. So at CR1, I can become a brown bear, a dire wolf, a giant hyena, a giant spider, a lion, and a tiger.
I don't recommend the bear.
Bear sounds fun.
I mean, it's in the name, Barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
I had to pick some
recommend
space.
the bear.
Yeah, we might have some words there.
Either I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to ride you like a mount.
Oh,
Why
I
not
think
both?
there's options
Okay.
C, D, and E there as well. You're overlooking.
I'm a barbarian. I don't look very often.
Yeah, Quaid, turns out 5e took the optional flanking thing and just ripped it straight from 3.5, so... And 3.5 said you have to either be able to draw a line between two opposing sides or two opposing corners. As
Well,
illustrated.
I saw the graphic that was posted there.
Yeah, that's basically it. Basically, you have to be able to draw that line, and the other person has to be capable of swinging.
So from corner to corner, basically, or bisection.
Yep.
So it's definitely easier to flank large things like, I'm guessing that's a troll. Looks like, anyway. Doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
What spells to pick?
Kind of helps offset the fact that bigger things hurt more.
Someone already has create water spell, right?
I might want to ask Patty when he gets back.
I've got shape water, but that doesn't make it drinkable.
Got a raincoat.
As an aside, I would just like to mention that I was entirely too happy when we did, when Will did the unlimited power thing.
The unlimited power thing.
Witch bolt.
Yeah, I gotta look up.
Yes.
That's basically the Palpatine lightning.
Ah, yes. Do it.
Do it.
But that just, no one ever picked that spell up, and that just made me so happy inside.
DM bonus, that's what made us level up.
DM bonus plus I had to pee.
Bane looks potentially useful.
Yes.
I am back.
That in the future, I should probably. Damn it!
Fuck you guys too.
Page. Here we are.
See, I feel like it'd be more appropriate for Patty to be the bear, because then I could call him Paddington Bear.
Yeah, right?
Hey, Petty, did you have a spell to create water?
Nope.
I thought I heard someone talking about having a spell.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and I was saying from a metagaming perspective, I should immediately take that one, but no, I don't.
Well, I mean, we know we're going to be venturing into a jungle.
A mighty jungle. Oh, why are my ears bleeding suddenly? Jesus. Oh my god.
Plus, you guys leveling up gives me time to actually note down what the fuck just happened in this crazy fest.
I have to put all my skills up +1 because of Jack of all trades. Fantastic ability.
Classic.
Classic. Oh, Diggs. He's dead, isn't he?
Might be.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Let him
I
live.
live.
I'll let him know. Oh, he's there. He lives.
I live.
Yeah, your Jack of Trades ability, that applies to initiative as well, by the way, just in case you weren't aware.
You mean lucky?
No,
Oh,
Jack
right.
of Trades from Bard.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Would that
Shiatsu.
essentially make my proficiency bonus a 3, except for weapon attacks?
No, so it doesn't boost your proficiency bonus in skills that you're already proficient in. It just puts everything else up by 1.
Oh, okay.
Or, well, up by half your
Oh, I
proficiency
should
bonus.
probably, finish reading it before reading half and deciding what it means.
Yeah, probably.
Do you feel-
Yeah, you'll be alright. So that's plus.
By the way, guys, I have Cure Wounds and Healing Word, so
Nice. That's pretty deep.
so I can, range pick you up or after a fight heal you. Cure Wounds is touch, but heals more.
Yeah.
You can lay hands on me all you want.
I've got the belt.
I was hoping for a reappearance of Grandpa Bumbles, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's my only regret for not continuing that.
What else do we get? Oh, Song of Rest, nice. So anytime that we take a rest now, you guys can roll an additional d6 and heal that on a short rest rather than having just use hit dice. So that's that.
Sweet.
Classy.
Yeah, I got that too.
Unfortunately, it doesn't stack. But
Sad.
We
We have twice the uses.
I mean, it works every time, so
And plus, they'll probably prefer when I do it because I tell such riveting, amazing stories.
of course.
All you do is make weird noises.
All I do is make the noise and flip people off. Yeah.
Well, and it is called Song of Rest,
That's true. That's true.
not like riveting tale of rest.
Every time we rest,
Details.
it's going to be.
A good enough riveting tale is like a song.
It's
And
pretty
it
much
can't-
every detail.
Oh.
I'm just going to sing In the Jungle every time. It'd be great. Months of travel with just that song.
Oh, we're not going to make it to months.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, yeah, fair point.
Oh yeah, I need to mark that up.
Minutes of travel with just that song. I like how I do have
I mean-
Princess Jizz on me. In the,
I would
minutes there.
I would like to point out that Allosaurus was a CR2.
Nice. Thank you, Action Economy. Just beat the shit out of it.
Just to highlight the fact that you guys had a real David moment there.
What's
Where you throw
David
something
versus
big, bad, and evil at him, and you just
Oh.
stop.
Take a CR10 and they killed it. But that was kind of balanced that time, yeah.
Yeah, that was actually
It's over twice their level, but hey, they almost died.
I think the issue,
finally balanced combat. How to
I
fix
think the
the
issue
economy? Give it
was-
5 heads.
yeah, Action Economy. That's the one.
The issue was the action economy.
Yep.
Also, we're OP as fuck.
How are we looking, guys?
Trying to pick
I'm
the
here.
spells.
I'm looking great. Got my hair
Yeah.
I
trimmed.
mean, are you ready to continue?
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Right
put
now,
down
my new
the last
features.
Give me-
and
give me a
roll
second.
XP.
I'm just ordering a fatty pizza. So
Oh, nice.
I'm eating Cheez-Its.
Fatty pizza does sound good.
Oh, what time are we closing, by the way? Because I need to leave by like 4:30. Probably should mention that, yeah.
That would have been good to know.
Like half hour.
We should be able to, assuming this is where you guys want to go and you're not just bamboozling me, we should be able to get out into Chult and maybe even introduce Warren. In the half
Finally, we're there.
Then we press on.
Okay.
So all of
I
those
think I've
rolls
picked-
mean nothing.
I have
Hooray.
my spells. Maybe. Okay, so I want. And honestly, I mean, I could pick Create Water, but we're getting supplies to get water anyway.
No supplies won't last forever.
Just remember, this is a Bear Grylls the campaign, so I mean, anything that helps us.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This does have a bit of a resource management vibe to it. So, on that note, you might want to maybe track a party inventory of sorts.
Oh, I should. We'll make Arkaidos deal with
So
that.
you know how much shit you have.
So, I can take Create Water, or I can take Purify Food and Drink. Which do you guys think is better?
Create water.
Yeah.
Else got a input.
Nope, just me.
Robot has no input on food and water,
Bleep bleep bloop.
even though he has.
Water bad for Robot.
Water bad.
See, we need his drink. He needs it for his water cooling. So if he runs out, he's fucked anyway. Makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm a magical construct. I don't need cooling.
Wait, I forgot you were looking for a poncho, weren't you?
Yeah, I needed a poncho. Rain slick of some sort.
Yeah, this is Chult. It rains almost every day, so that's not hard to find for like a couple of servers.
Okay.
I'll take one as well. You know, just cause.
And I wanted the most gaudy color available.
I will say, for the princely sum of 1 gold, you both can have one.
Hey.
Okay.
I'll
Mine
take
will
Create or
be-
Destroy Water, I guess, since
It's always a good one to have. Mine will be black because I want to be an edgelord. Actually, no, I'm going to be green. Like it's camouflage. Alright, I think I'm done leveling. Go
Only got
us.
2 easy features, so I'm ready to go.
Around.
Okay, all set?
Nothing's ever gonna keep us down.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. So, you guys wake up, and,
wait, I'm not done yet.
Oh, what?
I'm typing in stuff.
Do that while he says things.
I wanna pay attention though.
What, to Matt, really?
yeah, really?
I wanna know what's going on.
I can barely stand to pay attention.
Like, I
to stuff.
play
Like,
low
some
wisdom
stupid shit comes out of
characters
my
so
mouth.
often that I hardly know what's going on. But
Can
know,
you imagine
I'm
being
going
Matt's
to
brain?
Oh my
Like,
god, this is terrible.
Slowly looking, like, turning around to itself and just being, what the fuck are you? Just not
The first time
understand.
my brain sees itself in a mirror.
Yeah. Was that your
Was
brain?
that Matt's brain?
No,
Rebooting.
that was Iomair waking up.
Nice,
Well,
nice.
quote unquote
Windows
waking up.
XP sound, thank you for that.
Should've gone with, like 95 or ME.
Spellcasting ability is
He's not that old.
what is spellcasting ability?
Your spellcasting ability is what your character uses for your spellcasting. So I
For
believe
paladins,
What's the
for
number?
paladins, I believe it's wisdom.
wisdom, yeah.
Is it?
I thought it was charisma for Paladin.
I thought it was charisma.
Is it charisma?
Yeah,
I will
clerics
check
are
in my
wisdom.
PHP.
Don't listen to me, I'm dumb.
Clerics are wisdom, paladins are charisma.
Okay.
He's
that backwards in my head.
right.
There are not a lot of CR1 dinosaurs.
No, funny.
No,
enough.
but there's a bunch of CR quarters.
Yeah, there are.
Like that Velociraptor you guys just stomped all over.
You prepare a list of
About to say,
paladins.
I think
fair,
that was
that-
all Patty's powerful middle finger.
Hello.
To be fair, that Velociraptor you pretty much vaporized. Is pretty much MVP. Pretty much MVP on damage there, to be fair.
Rip.
No, actually, I forgot that the cleric spells don't work like sorcerer, so I actually have slots for any of the spells, so
And prepare, yeah.
I can switch them out whenever, I guess.
Are paladins prepared? Yeah, they are prepared. Okay.
Are you done?
Shh.
Well,
I think that's a no.
Diggs
I
has
would
to
also
go
say
since you're not party face. So,
Efficiency plus charisma. Okay.
would you be able to kind of continue doing that while we did this, Sean? Because once you guys fuck up, you're not gonna have...
Go ahead.
Okay. So you guys wake up in the Thundering Lizard, and on day 2, you've gone 1 day without dying.
Yay!
We're not in the tomb yet, though.
There's been 1 day without a fatality.
1 day's without an office fatality, yeah.
1 day without an office fatality. And you go downstairs in the Thundering Lizard, and it looks a lot like the same day, same morning, where yesterday, just a bunch of people passed out, half full mugs of ale.
Groundhog Day.
Yep.
Wow.
It's pretty much Groundhog Day. Azaka is down there, as she said she would be, ready to meet you and head out whenever you guys are ready. And as you head out the door of the inn with your guide in tow, she has, by the way, kept her end of the bargain and has not charged you a fee for guide services on the premise that you help her with her little job.
Nope.
And so as you walk out of the inn, you see close by the door a large array of objects. And
Objects.
Seems Prince Jessamine has come through on her word.
Nice.
I don't know how you guys want to track this, but I am ready to start reading this off whenever you are.
I'll put it in my character sheet, just so we... I mean, it doesn't just have to be mine, but just for backup.
I'll make a note as well, yeah, don't worry.
Okay. So you have, starting at the top, a pair of canoes, plus the harness necessary to wrest them from the water and carry them over land, if needed.
Yeah.
You have 4 tents, 2 rain catchers, 140 units of rations, which should be about 20 days.
Damn.
That's about 20 days between the 7 of you. You have 42 gallons of water, should be about 3 days worth.
Jesus. How are we going to carry all that shit?
I actually calculated it out. I'm assuming you guys figured that one out.
Well, since there's 2 canoes, and we could have technically all fit in 1 canoe, we're probably going half and half in the canoes.
Well, there's 2 canoes. Each one can hold 6 people, and there's 7 of you.
Oh, there's 7. Okay.
Guide.
So, yeah, just to split the supplies between them and make a wall.
But for the sake of roleplay, because Mr. Warren has not joined yet, they just kind of figured you need the extra space for supplies.
Sure.
Or just in case one springs a leak.
Okay, so 42 gallons of water.
So about 3 days worth of water, 42 gallons. It's 2 gallons per day, just for reference. 50 units of insect repellent. Basically just like blocks of incense you would burn.
Yep.
And then it seems she also came through on her little tease for bonus items because you have been given, on top of the survival items, 2 Yickelwas.
I'm sorry?
2.
The thing that we had no interest in the beginning.
Things. 2 Yickelwas, which for anyone keeping track at home, is a simple melee weapon that deals 1d8 slashing.
Can I get...
How the hell do you spell that?
YKLWY. Hold on, let me... I'll
YKLWY?
Anyway.
Sure.
The S makes it plural, by the way. That's not normally part of it.
Creative use of not vowels.
Yeah.
Great.
How to words.
And fastened to each of those is a shield. So there's 2 shields in there, just wooden shields.
Okay, shields.
And then you also gain 6 potions of healing.
Yes!
Wow, nice. 1 each.
Yay.
And with a small scrap of parchment indicating this is for 2 people in particular, 5 1-gallon casks of, I think it's pronounced Tej, Tej. Basically, it's kind of like mead. Basically,
nice.
It's mead. You have 5 1-gallon casks of mead.
Nice.
5 1-gallon boost.
5 gallons of booze, yeah. Also dibs.
You called dibs on 5 gallons?
Between us, 2.5 each, yeah.
Just to spite them, I drink it all.
I mean,
Just to get this out of the way, for anyone keeping track at home, each day, in order to not starve and dehydrate and die, you need 1 unit of rations, 2 gallons of water.
Or 1 gallon of mead.
You know.
I refuse to drink water.
Yeah.
So two gallons of mead.
Cool.
And the canoes hold 6 people apiece. The tents will hold 2 people apiece.
Right. Can we, what's the guide using as a weapon at the moment?
The guide, I can look that up.
Babe, I'm just saying, if she doesn't have anything, we'll give her a Yukawara and a shield.
She definitely has a weapon. She is
would
definitely equipped.
What kind of guide would she be if she wasn't prepared?
Bad one.
We should have to protect our guide. I think that's.
Do you want one of the shields?
No, she looks like she's set. She brought everything she needs.
Alright.
If it comes to that.
Cool.
And then, of course, on top of that, you have whatever you guys started with /bot.
Okay.
Sweet.
I'm going to grab one of the potions of healing.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Fair. So it would seem that for your 200 gold investment, you have been provided with slightly over 500 worth of supplies.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Nice.
It seems she really does make the best deals.
Still exploitation.
Best deals.
Best trade deals.
Right, let's mosey on down.
Must thank Bride of Frankenstein later.
Potions of healing are how many? 2d4
2d4 plus 2.
plus 2.
Yeah, they're just regular potions of healing.
Okay. By the way, I do not have the spell Create Water.
Oh.
It is not listed under Paladin spells.
Cool.
Well, we got rain catchers, so we should more or less be good.
Should be alright. Can I just make a suggestion now? Just in case we lose half, like 1 canoe for either reason, can we put half the supplies in one and half in the other, not like, heavily load one towards the other, because you can just see that happening. Like, oh yeah, your canoe sinks. Like, fuck you. All supplies are gone. Great.
I mean, I'm not going to say it won't happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, in an emergency, I could prepare, purify food and drink. We might be able to get stuff that way if we're in a tough situation.
Alright, are we doing anything else before we leave?
I'm ready.
Nope.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Sweet.
All right.
Let's go find Warren.
Generously provided by Patty is a token currently on Port Nianzaru. You are not lost. You are not currently lost, so you know where you are.
Hooray.
I have to look
for Paddington.
All right, so you start your day in Port
bad.
Nianzaru. Normally, this is the point where you'd be packing up camp, but you didn't camp, so.
We win.
So you guys, are you setting off on your canoe from pretty much the closest point you can find from maybe the harbor, or are you kind of walking around a bit first before you drop down in the water?
Wherever the guide recommends, since
Yeah.
the guide.
She's the fucking guide, yeah.
Yeah. The guide does recommend. Again, sorry for the whiplash. She does recommend, rather than heading out the gate, going down to Tariki Anchorage, where you can find some of the smaller, less attended to piers. You can launch off from there
And steal some more canoes, yeah.
Let's do it.
So you're doing that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can do it.
So you are on a canoe, and being on a canoe, you can move 2 hexes in any direction you would choose.
Per day. Damn.
The location in mind is are we just going to go with wherever the guide takes us?
But first, who of the party, which may include the guide, is going to act as a navigator?
Well, I'm
Well,
not proficient.
What's
in
in like?
Yeah,
is
I
there
was gonna say,
stat
we
involved
have.
with that?
Let's think about this for a second. Who has experience in navigating vessels?
The
Chult.
significance of the navigator may or may not rely heavily on their survival skill.
Get the robot to do it.
I got +0 wisdom. Let me do it.
Yeah, might as well. Let's do it.
I have 1 wisdom.
I'm at plus
Whatever
1.
the hell she was.
And I actually am trained in survival, but I only get...
And again, if you want, the guide can navigate.
We have a trained navigator who is proficient in navigation.
In Chult!
No,
Please let the
in the
guide.
canoe.
And yeah,
Please
water
let
vehicle.
the guide.
I am proficient in navigation tools and water vehicles.
Yeah.
Well, if you
One
guys
second,
wanna-
just double checking and making sure the guide doesn't have any particular bonuses just because they're a guide.
So as long as we're on the water, I can navigate.
So I'm kind of ignorant of like river travel, so
Wait,
this might be stupid, but how hard is it to navigate?
run that by me again real quick, Will.
I am proficient in navigator tools and water.
Proficient in water.
Proficient in water, okay. Because depending on... I didn't even think of that. Depending on your features, this might throw a monkey wrench into a couple things.
Nice.
Was that a slur?
What a Henderson.
Nope, she doesn't
I
get
don't think it'd be a slur.
But how like you mean like navigating versus rocks or like knowing? Where
Yeah,
we're
I
going?
imagine
Because
it's more like against rocks and like dangers on the river. You think?
That
so
makes
you guys
sense.
are going to pick someone from the player party, or are you going to let the guide navigate?
Oh, what's her survival skill?
How good is the guide at it compared to
How good is the guide at
navigator?
You know what? Just because you're bold, I'll give it to you once I find it.
Hey, Lamau.
That sheet has... Oof. Yeah, you might want to rethink that.
She's got -5 survival. How is she?
-5.
What is survival? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Your guide has +1.
Yeah, same as me.
I've got +3.
Seems for all her roaming around the jungle, she never had a specific place in mind.
I also have +3 in my survival currently.
Oh.
But I will defer to the literal navigator.
So who's navigating?
Sounds like me.
Captain Kanye.
Captain Kanye.
Means
Mr.
I don't
Kanye,
have
what is your survival bonus?
well, my bonus is going to be
Well, whatever you would add to a survival check, basically.
well, if I'm in the water vehicle, then I'm proficient, so I'd be a +3.
So
Yeah.
+3 total. D20 +3.
Everyone's +3.
As long as we're in the water.
So just to make sure I have this straight in my head, survival for you is D20 +3.
Yeah.
That's with proficiency.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if the canoes ever run aground, we hand it over.
If the canoes run aground, I can take over. I've got +3.
Okay.
I've also got +3.
Nice.
So, to make things simpler, unless someone says otherwise, I'm just going to assume Mr. Kanye is the navigator each day. But you can change it day to day.
Cool.
If no one says anything, I'm going to just assume.
Cool.
So it is written.
I
If
will
it's-
so
help
it shall
the
be.
boat opposite, or that Kanye is not on.
If it's a okay, assume this maybe. If it's on land, then it'll be either me or Robit doing the navigating. But if it's on the water, then it's Kanye.
Yeah, when that happens, feel free to speak up.
Wow.
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 Okay. You have a navigator. And you set off.
We die.
Where would you like to
And they're
go?
off.
What 2 hexes would you like to traverse?
So
Go out to
Uh,
the Bay of Chult, obviously.
yeah, obviously. Where does the guide need to go for her personal quest?
She is actually down
River, right?
here. South of the
Oh.
river Tariki and west of Mesro.
I
Yeah,
guess we
let's
should
go
that
down.
way then.
Yeah, River Teriyaki. Let's go.
Yeah. Got some fucking chicken. Let's do it.
All right, so you're going down the river?
Yeah.
In a van
Down
down
by
to
the
the
river.
Deep into the
Down by
land of the
river,
undead.
all right. You're moving,
Live in a
you're
canoe.
moving.
Down by the river.
Don't happen. Probably should
That's an entire day it took to do that.
Oh.
Fuck.
You're going down.
20 miles.
Go down the river.
Oh no, Warren was down the other river. Shit. We just missed him. Dang it. See you in a month.
Orin, I'm going to be totally insensitive and just assume you have no preference for how you get introduced, so you're going to get ham-fisted in at some point.
ham-fisted like Salazar.
Falls out of the sky
I'm
like a
gonna-
drop bear.
That Salazar. Salazar Hamfist. Fuck's sake.
That's a ham fist.
That is a Hamfist. That's true.
It generally did not matter what his other names were. He was Salazar on the initiative tracker.
Yeah.
Can't trust anybody named Salazar. Given my history
Salazar
with Harry
Hamfist.
Potter.
Bar Hamfist.
Salazar Hamfist.
All right, so your journey is uneventful. You get your 20 miles.
That was a quick campaign.
Yeah. Good
You
job.
get your 2 miles, and Azaka recommends as the sun starts to set that you find a good place to land along the river. You do. She recommends not picking the undead side there.
Really? You think?
No.
I'm guessing the skull represents the undead side?
No, the yellow.
The yellow and the orange.
Oh, the
With
yellow.
the skull.
Okay. Gotcha.
Um,
So
sorry,
Kanye's putting us on the west?
I mean,
Yes.
sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit colorblind, so can someone point out to me where the undead regions are?
It's very light. But
Yeah, that
there's
doesn't
a-
really help me because I'm a little bit colorblind, so I can't really see the shades.
Well, colorblind to what?
Do you see some?
Red, green,
can you
colorblind.
see like the border, like a line through?
Yeah.
So, in black are the 2 borders. Are you able to see
Oh, I
those?
thought those were roads there, those bits. Okay. Sure.
So you can see the borders at least, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is there one there?
So yeah, the one you just pinged is
Oh,
the,
shit,
high,
I can
the heavy
barely see
undead.
that. My god. Okay, sure.
Well, good thing we didn't make him navigator.
Yeah, right. Hang on, guys. I can read this map.
There's a circle right there. We'll just take that.
So you guys, you find a section of the river to kind of disembark on and make camp for the night. As you are doing that,
Oh boy.
Warren,
Yes.
you've been wandering around the jungle for quite some time.
Yes.
I'll let you decide whether you just kind of did it on your own or you went through the trouble of hiring a guide who has since died. But you've been kind of wandering around the jungle, semi/fully lost, and you now hear the sounds close to Port Nianzaru of... Well, I'm not even going to be metaphorical about it. You hear the sounds of the party pitching camp.
We're pitching our tents.
Get out.
You do not see them. You know the direction it's in, and the party has no idea you're there.
Okay, good.
You could solo all of us.
He waits till night and then stealth kills.
The rest of the party is currently pitching tents and getting the fire.
Yeah, we are.
Hot.
Fuck's sake. Nice. Fuck me. I'm good.
You sure?
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
You okay there?
Oh, God. I'm so immature.
So yeah, however, party's currently pitching tents, setting up a fire.
Stop saying it! Stop fucking saying it! Oh, God.
God. All right. Would you say something else like the party is erecting their tents?
Yeah, God.
Yeah, because erecting is such a better word.
Yeah.
The party is currently they're taking some tarp-like objects and just driving their stakes into the ground.
Really pushing their poles.
Mama Earth.
Yeah, the party's making camp right now.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
As an aside, I'm going to assume you guys eat and drink unless you say otherwise.
Okay,
Instead of
yeah.
Got a random
Wow.
quesadilla suddenly.
rain catchers and all that other fun stuff.
Holy shit, just rolled 100 on a D100.
Jesus Christ. Maybe he should have been the navigator.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, now that's out of the way, so it's never going to happen again. So
Oh.
However you'd like to handle it, sir.
What's going on?
You guys are currently setting up camp, erecting shelter, setting up your rain catchers and such, so you can get water. And
as everything's set up, I'm going to face south and just watch southerly.
boy,
As everything is set up, I will be sitting there on a log or something with my feet up, drinking some of the mead.
Likewise.
Not paying attention to the south. Absolutely not.
Not pay attention to where the undead can come
write
from.
Write a few notes about what we've been doing in my little tent.
Oh.
Take some notes on the stories I could write.
What a nerd.
Yep.
Okay, so we don't meet Arkaidos and
Yeah, this is all you guys at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I've been in the jungle for a couple of years now, I've probably seen a couple of parties of adventurers.
Sure.
I mean, typically I'm, kind of an isolationist, so I probably wouldn't just walk up to a party and say, hey, what's happening?
I step out of my tent and sit on near a tree nearby and just start throwing pebbles into the woods at random.
I thought you said you were going to set it on fire. I step on my tent and set it on fire. Tent party, woo!
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, at some point I'd imagine we notice him through like passive perception anyway.
I'm throwing more pebbles.
I don't know, how close do you get, Orin?
One of the pebbles that went into the forest, afterwards you hear a slight, ow.
I look quizzical and throw another one in the same spot. Alright, I rush back to camp and inform everyone there's someone out there.
It takes a kind
Someone saying ow out in the forest.
Someone nearby.
Stop throwing fucking rocks at them then, if you're hitting them.
I think so.
Here's I am, just sitting here minding my own businesses, and now getting rocks thrown at my heads. So I kind of...
The jungle is supposed to be filled with vicious monsters. So
it sounds like Gollum. It gets rocks as thrown as it heads.
No, he's the trash man from Futurama.
Oh my god, yeah. Holy shit.
Scruffy, hear you.
Scruffy.
Not Scruffy, the fucking semi-driver dude.
Semi-driver?
Always puts the S's at the end.
Uses guys.
Oh yeah, uses guises, yeah.
So I just kind of shouted that at them from the side that I'm on. I hadn't approached the camp yet.
Well, if you don't want to hurt more, come out.
Yes, threatening genius. I get my pen ready.
Oh my god, bury
Alright.
that fucking thing.
Alright, so
He's got a pen!
I'll approach them.
Well, you've not instantly...
Stops throwing the roxes.
See, you've not instantly attacked us, so that instantly tells me that you're better than, an undead. I got mead.
Azaka looks over at you, and she's like, "Oh, a furball. We don't see those around here generally."
They look really big.
He's quite large.
Yeah, I'm 7 foot
Just
2.
the
I've seen one myself.
I'm about 7'2", and I'm kind of a fat one. I'm like 300
Oh.
pounds. I'm like 300 pounds.
Shit, brick house, fuck.
Yeah.
He's a brick.
House.
There it is.
But not the most dexterous person in the world.
So, no reason you're hanging around our camp and making us generally on edge here?
Well, you see, as I left my homes a while ago, and trying to find my new places in the world.
I love this. This is so good. My campuses. Well,
So what brings you lads to the jungle?
Oh, to say.
What?
Sorry.
Is that right, Rambo?
Well, we're looking for the source of the death curse. We believe it's in this jungle somewhere.
Well, I'm here to make a profit.
Second that.
Well, the words prophets is the words I understand, but what's a death curse?
Curse that kills you.
Well, I'm glad we don't seem to be affected by it.
I think you may be. It's apparently affecting everyone.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Seems anyone who's ever been resurrected is affected.
Yeah. Pretty much don't die and you'll be fine.
Words
That's
to
the
live
nicest
by.
I've ever heard it.
Well, I would like to avoid the cases of the deaths.
Most people do.
You're offering
That
to
we can
come
bond on.
help us. I mean, I'm not sure we have the rations to support someone of your size.
Wow. Slow roast on the furball. Damn.
Well, not to be impolite, but I had not offered to come with yous.
I don't know.
Well, then get out of here.
Oh, God. Only a Sith deals an absolute. Damn.
I it's just a little bit of the inquisitives, and wanted to see what was thrown into the stones at my heads is.
Well, that was me. I just like throwing stones at things sometimes when they come into the party.
Yeah, you might want to not have that habit anymore.
So,
So you've been in this jungle for some time.
Quite some times, yeah.
Have you heard of anything called a Soulmonger?
The who's or what's is?
That'll be another.
No.
Would
Have you heard
do you
anything
know your
about
way
Portents?
around?
How about any ruined cities or anyone, any kind of snake people? Have you seen anything like that?
Well, I can't say as that I have.
what have you seen?
People throwing rocks at his head.
Well, I have seen a lot of that lately. I mean, we has our own names for things. I don't know that you folks would know what we calls them.
What would you call them?
There's the scale beasts. They have the teeth.
That sounds familiar.
Yep, lots of teeths. Some of them have more teeth than the other ones. It's just lots of teeth.
Yeah, that sounds
Sounds
something
toothy.
to avoid.
We expected to find that more than you, to be honest.
Well, I think that takes a bit of offenses to that.
What I mean is, we thought we'd find some scaled things, not a fur blog.
Fur blog.
Fur blog. Furry blog.
It's a Tumblr furry account. Oh god.
Help.
No, please. Anything but that.
Well, I'm still as not sure as you have seen a fur blog.
Listen, buddy. Here's the thing. I'll break it down for you. Death curse, bad, right? Profit, good. Now, we're on our way to stop this thing, potentially make a profit in the meantime, so if you want to join us, as long as you can pull your weight.
Well, I've been pulling my weights for quite some times.
Yeah.
Though there is a
see
lot
that.
of it.
Oh, damn. Picking on the fat guy.
He started it.
Well, we got room. What do we think?
Well, does he have his own food with him? How are you surviving out here?
Oh, I'm able to find foods wherever I goes.
What skills can you bring to our little merry band here?
Well, a long time ago, I used to fight in the wars to protect my other peoples.
Good enough.
Useful. Anything else?
Well, like I said, I can forage for the foods myself.
Sounds more useful than the guide at this point.
Mm.
Well, consulting party members that are here. It's great.
That's what I do. That's what I do. Come on.
Well, I have no objection to them tagging along if
the-
they wish to.
Patty. Yeah, the guide, as you say that, looks at you and just kind of gives you that whole snake. Hey!
I was joking. Come on, hey. Why am I speaking in this voice now? Come on. I'm a freaking Boston over here.
So, although I do have to warn yous, I don't likes to fight anymore. I don't fight unless I have to's.
Well, you're gonna have to a lot, I think.
You may have to fight, yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah,
we can avoid it, but it seems unlikely.
We're not going to go...
If you've been in the jungle for literally a couple of years, you're pretty familiar with the concept that a lot of the things in the jungle would very much like to turn you into a meal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're not going to go picking fights, but the more people we have with us that can potentially guide us through the jungle here, we're not going to complain.
Wait.
Well, I suppose that's the best anybody's can offer, so...
What are you looking to get out of this?
Honestly, I'm just trying to find myself. I developed the tempers back in the days, and back in the glory days, and I'd like to undo that.
Well, good enough for me.
Yeah.
That's right, Trombo.
Fuck's sake.
If you don't fight, then I trust you will at least assist us in surviving should it come to a fighting situation.
Well, I supposes.
Yeah, as I said, we're not going to go picking fights, but If we have to fight, then well, as long as you're good with that.
I mean, this one's
Go on, just fine.
obviously good at finding food, but it looks at him, so you at least have some kind of.
Damn, fucking, just grilling this guy. Fuck. Yeah, you love food, don't you, fatty? Damn.
I mean,
If you need
weight was a
healings or-
sign of status in medieval.
Weight
I
is
can't
a sign of
speak to that.
diabetes these days, though.
Well, I can't speak to
I'm
those
gonna
stats,
go.
but if you needs the healings, then he needs to have your belly.
Okay, I don't think we're doing anything significant after this point.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
Yeah. I'll kick over a log and have a seat and just pour a flagon of ale
Oh.
for him.
Oh well, thanks.
All right, so you now have a furbolg in your party.
Yay.
Da-da-da. So just for the record, when I kind of told you, this is about 20 days of rations, it's about 3 days of water, I did include the furbolg in that number, so that hasn't changed.
I can
Um,
also
one
take
day.
my portion of rations since I'm not using them.
True.
If he's that hungry / fat.
All right, so it's going to take a couple of you to... It's going to take probably 2 of you to fully make camp before night hits. Does anyone want to forage as well?
I assume
Or
that
we just
takes
kinda-
survival skill.
Or are we just kind of chilling for the night? Yeah.
Couldn't hurt to forage.
Well, helps to fill fills my obligations.
Yeah. If there's nothing
Sounds
else for
good.
me to do, I'll help. I won't
Yeah, I'll
be
help
doing it,
forage.
but-
So you need a couple people to stay back just set up camp, but
I'll
Anyone
set the
who's
camp then.
anyone who's not busy
That's
with
free.
that, you can forage for either food or water.
All right, I'll do water.
I will stay at camp and not be helpful.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay in camp and watch the south and keep my eye on the east bank as well, just in case.
Okay, so I'm setting up camp. These two are doing nothing. Someone else needs to set up camp, and then everyone else can forage.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the... Yeah, Zaka can help set up camp as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Right.
and her.
She's
Sure.
our labor mule if she can't be a survivalist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So those two stay back. Who's foraging?
Me.
And
Of course, you
Arkaidos.
leave the two women to set up the camp. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, never send a man to do a woman's job.
Okay.
There's
Um,
that. In Don't Starve style.
So whoever is foraging, make a survival check.
So, as part of the Outlander feature, do I actually have to? It doesn't really say I have to make a check.
Actually, I'm really glad you brought that up because I forgot. You may not have to.
Yeah, it just says...
I think you automatically succeed.
Yeah, feature
rolled a
Wanderer.
15.
You have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided the land offers berries, small game, water, so forth.
Damn.
Yeah, so you just... Yeah, so I mean, you don't even have to do it then. You just find yourself and 5 other people. So you find 6 pounds of food.
I rolled a 15 for my water finding.
Yep, you pass. So
Hey.
it is a d6 plus your wisdom modifier.
6.
You have found 6 gallons of unpurified water.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
We are sleeping by a river.
I would...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found it, guys! I found it!
I found the water.
I assume there's like shit in the river though that wouldn't be purifiable. So
Yeah, it's one of the more unusual things about the rivers in Chult you're noticing is they don't really seem to flow in the conventional sense. They're just kind
Oh.
of there.
sludge.
So
I assume we're looking at
a lot of
big leaf plants
shit
and
builds
stuff.
up, and a lot of shit builds up. So yeah,
So I
Yeah.
assume you guys will be wanting me to try and prepare purify water.
So,
Yeah, do it.
I does happens to
You
know that
also-
spells.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I does
No,
have to
already.
purify food and drinks.
Do it. Fucking do it.
Okay.
Okay, if you can
Okay.
take care of that, I can focus on combat.
Do it.
Better.
You won't. I bet you.
Okay. So I expended 1 first level purify food and drink.
Hey.
Actually, I can cast it as a ritual, so I don't even need to.
Hey.
So
Nice.
for reference, you guys can also just boil it over a fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have
Exactly.
magic to do that.
As with the whole navigator thing, I assume you guys each take your rations and burn a unit of insect repellent.
Yup.
Unless someone says otherwise. And so, if there's not anything else anyone would like to do today, I'm going to say that is all, folks.
Shit. Cool.
You
Good
have
session.
gone 2 days without dying.
Yay. Go on.
And next session we will pick up in the morning.
Do we level up from foraging food and water?
No.
No.
I fudged it so you could get to 2. Be glad for that.
Hey. We get exploration XP, right? That's the thing.
I fudged it so you could get to level 2.
Yay. Cool. Thanks, man. That was a good session.
Yep.
Was it?
That was good.
Yeah.
I almost died.
Yay.
Yay.
And nothing of value was lost.
Oh.
I'm the most important.